Did you get that little flash of Steven? It was so quick. So quick. All right. It is the main course, which is a dump. That is what Machini90 said on the last stream. The main course is a dump. All right. What is going on, everybody? If you're coming from a Maca raid on the last Rogue Entertainment, people are just jumping in now. Nick Wazza, what up? Everybody's jumping in. We are flying around. I don't even know if I sent everybody the link. I don't care now. We got enough people. So, yeah, what's going on, everybody? It's Saturday night. It's the dump. Everybody coming in threw me off. I'm all fucked up now. It is.
I took a stool softener just for this.
I hope so. Like, I was thinking we could all just like reach to your left and give that person or below or up a suppository. So if there's nobody left to you, you go down.
Whoa.
There you go. All right. Yeah, because that's the type of entertainment you get here on Sporking News Podcast. So we're going to be talking some stuff, but let's introduce some people. We have the chef himself, Nick McCabe. How are you, my friend?
I'm doing very well. And how's everyone else?
We are doing good, buddy. Let them know a little bit about your channel, because you haven't been on in a while, even though it's probably like this past week, but whatever.
Yeah, I've been a little bit MIA when it comes to YouTube for a bit. I've got a channel. It's Nick McCabe. And I'm also on Twitter at Mr. Mooney Blue 1. And you can also find me on Minds as well at Nick McCabe. My latest two videos for YouTube were Castlevania trailer reaction. I still haven't watched the series yet, but all from what I've heard about it, it's really good. And the previous one was, I believe, a little review on the show Invincible.
Nice.
Just a very little review.
I gotta say, both those shows are good.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I'm a fan. Like, some people don't like Castlevania. I like it. You know, and even though now that I said I like it, people will tell me the reasons why I should hate it, and I'll probably end up hating it because they point out things that I will never ever not be able to forget. But at the moment of this recording, I really like it. I really do. I think it's good. What do you guys? We'll do our introductions and then we'll get back to it. So thank you, Nick McCabe, and next up it's E-Tip. Wanna do me? Wanna kumi? How do you fucking say it, man?
It's just the people's champ. I'm here.
Damn.
As long as the internet holds up, I'll be here drinking my whiskey, enjoying this fine panel, and yeah, I'm in mellow mode tonight. I'm not all fire and brimstone tonight, man. That's what happens after 3 of these. But
yeah, because that's what I really want is mellow you.
Look. I'll still be just as witty. It'll just be in select doses. That's all. Listen.
Okay, next up, Machini90.
All right. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, wherever you are. My name is Machini90, artist and illustrator. Yes, hashtag Maki Raid. So we're everybody coming over all the way over here from another episode of Mocking Live presents Rogue Entertainment. Thank you guys so much. You guys are absolutely awesome. It was an absolutely fun stream to be on. Don't worry, guys. I will turn on the drawing cam soon. I'm just doing some background work right now, but I'll have the drawing cam up as soon as possible. And I see Rennie there. Hey, Rennie. Hey, sweetheart. Anyway, I'm happy to be here. Happy to be here with all these great people, of course. And
that should be the way it is. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
You're here to have a lot of fun with just so many great people. You got so many great people in this chat and so many great people on this panel.
Thanks.
And Stephen Walton.
Awesome.
Yeah, Walton too.
Whatever,
Can we invite the people that were here on time? Thank you. Red Gaze.
Sorry, I'm late.
No, you're good enough. You're good enough.
Good enough.
There's one person I'm talking about. Just one. Just one. Red
that
Gaze,
guy?
how are you, sir?
Oh,
How's
you
everything?
had to bring that in here just now.
Hey, what up, Red Queer? How you doing?
This guy, what a gaze phobe. Well, you need some self-reflection, my friend. Listen, I enjoyed Castlevania as well, and I'm unashamed.
Thank you. Thank you.
I love Castlevania. Oh, I'm not
That's
cool
it.
though. All
No
right,
one's
whatever.
asking you, Lodano. Shut up.
Sackless.
Always got to be the center of attention.
I can't be in his dumb chat. He doesn't send me links when I call
Dude,
him for
I don't even
advice
know who
to
I sent the
confide
link
in, and
to.
he laughs at me.
I have 4 different dump. The best part is I have 4 different dump chats, and Lodanos, who is Steven the Enema King, he's in none of them.
Yes, none.
He's in none of them.
Wise decision.
Thank you, sir.
Oh
Thank
my
you.
God.
Okay.
Otherwise you get this in your chats all day, every day. Do you
Yeah,
really
I know.
need that?
I'm so sorry that you're getting just cut off when you're trying to talk about your channel.
This guy's terrible.
Yeah, Sunsworn. You know what it is? Jealous author.
What an asshole.
It's entirely possible.
It's true. It's true. Okay.
Well, you better put the camera on Steven before he has a conniption fit.
Yeah.
What?
So next up, the man with the best hat in the game.
Hello. How are you human beings doing tonight?
You thought I was going to go to Steven. I did.
Yeah.
What's up, brother?
Now, Steven has a terrible hat.
Oh man. So anyways, this is going to be awesome. I love taking dumps with dudes, so
Oh wow. That's,
Blazing.
yeah. You tickle toes underneath the divider here. What are we talking about?
Steven, put your clothes back on just because he said that. Steven! Steven!
He can't help himself.
Oh.
I should have never done that. never again.
I'm sorry. Go on.
How do I top that?
I don't know. Nick, where can they find you? That's the
Take
most
your shirt,
important
take
thing.
your shirt
All right.
off and be like
You don't-
overweight.
No, I'm a mammal. You don't want to see that. Anyways, I'm at 32 flavors of Nick Weiser. Thank you, Tina, for posting the link in the chat. I'm also on mine's Twitter and Instagram at Nick Weiser. I'm also part of the Dix Division as
Dix
well.
Division!
Right?
Woo!
Dix Division Assemble. So
Get your
I
daddy
look
collar.
forward to talking about weird shit tonight, especially taking dumps with a bunch of dudes. It's gonna be real good.
Yes, sir.
Sporking steamer.
Yes, sir. And let's talk about the dumper himself. It is Steven, the author
The
of
son of a bitch.
The Enema Menace Volumes 2.
Oh, yeah.
The leaks were true. Oh, see, the leaks were true, everybody. Stop fighting. It was done from behind. Steven pooped in Walton.
Pulled straight off of Reddit.
I hate you. Let's do the show.
Okay, good stuff. No one wants to talk to you anyways. Who's here, though? The Time Prophet. Oh, God, I always screw up your beautiful name. The Islington Girl.
You can't read. I mean,
You got it right.
Congratulations.
Yay, you got it right.
Thank
Got it
you.
right. She's
Practice
super
makes
cool.
perfect.
Oh yeah. Hey, Vag She mentioned the Vag They're equally as important as the dicks of the division. She mentioned the Vag
The
Vag
Vag
Guard is important.
The Vag is very important in the Dix division.
Yes.
That's awesome.
yes.
She is the leading lady of the Vag So
Yes.
thank you for Islington being the hero the city needs.
I hate that I picked the
That's
wrong
badass.
days to have Comics Division on my channel. Like, right now he's rolling. Like, my elf is going to crush your half mage
He
Latin guy.
really doesn't like you. That's why.
No, he loves me, dude. Do you ever see? Oh, and special guest tonight. We'd never get to see him. Oh, it's Monday night and Sporking here. It's Rule, and there's Steven.
Yeah, he was
That's what
faking
says.
it. You know.
Yeah, And by the way, pork roll. I'll take faking it, dude. That's my whole high school and senior and marriage. Come on. New Jersey pork roll.
Yeah, them pork rolls are good.
So good.
Mm-hmm.
So good. Has anybody had pork roll?
Yeah. Yeah, grow
Not
up
in a
on
while, but
Can't
yes.
say that I have.
So,
Yeah.
Nick, it's like if
Nope.
bologna. What would you say, Steven? It's like if bologna and
It's like a bologna puck. And
fried up to heaven.
Fried up. It tastes different. Tastes slightly different. You put it on a muffin. banging. Some
Ooh.
cheese.
Yeah, hard roll with cheese and an egg.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean,
It's so good.
and Scrapple. You gotta get some Scrapple. I'll ship you some Scrapple. You need some of that.
You know,
What's-
I still
what's
haven't had Scrapple.
Lips and assholes, but with spices in it, and it's really good. Just don't think about the fact that it's,
I can get
What's the
Scrapple
Scrapples?
up here.
I'm very much that type of person. Just don't tell me what's in it.
Yeah, I won't
just-
tell you at all. You'll just eat it and love it.
Just eat it, brother.
Ketchup
So
on
yeah,
it.
we got the Ginger Ninja, we got the Time Prophet James Hayes, 32
What's up, James?
flavors, another monster, Rennie A.
Stalking me.
Okay, TT. Yeah, sure. I'm with you, man. There's a lot of He-Man hate already. I think you said it in a different one. I thought the freaking the trailer was awesome, but Kevin Smith kind of set himself up a little bit with
Yes.
how the synopsis is, and we'll talk about that in a
He's
little bit.
fake.
He's full of shit.
I think he's lovely.
Everything he does is a performance. That's all it is. Yeah, we'll talk about it when you bring the topic up because I just
We
did
will.
a video on
Yeah,
this,
because
man.
I couldn't stand the way Tila looked, but Etep really liked her because he likes masculine women.
I
you
just
know,
like them. I just
questionable
like the
dog.
fact that
That's his thing.
that her arms are as big as mine.
I just like the fact that I found
Hey,
out she's a
what-
clone.
Bro, I mean, if you like testosterone, that's
I just found out she's a freaking clone.
she's good
Wow,
at
I
moving
am
furniture
so behind
too.
on this chat. She can move the furniture.
Etep smooth tonight. I'm not,
He's drunk. Roger H. CA. That's Canadian 199 super sticker that says, "What's up, brother? Thank you
What's up,
so
Roger
much."
H? Thank you for
First one
supporting
of the
this
night.
channel,
Let
man.
him pour in, people. I'm done not being coy about it. I want your money. And talking about that, my fantastic
Give him your
members-
money.
I appreciate it. honestly.
Everyone, listen up. Give up your money now.
There you go.
If
My
you super chat Scott, he will simp for you. Just
And
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
the Jew, and I'm the Jew on the panel.
That'll-
Damn.
Yeah, no, I am 6%.
You went-
6% European Jew. Thank you very much.
Hey, for every dollar he gets, he'll take his shirt off, and then the more bucks he gets, he'll keep it off longer.
Yeah,
Guys,
that's how it
listen.
goes.
Oh God.
That was a freebie.
if we get him to 2,000 subs, he's
Oh,
gonna
we're
grow
at a
the
start.
card in.
Islington girl leading by example. Of
Look
course
at
she does.
that. What do we
the
got?
Vag Guard coming out swinging.
The Vag
Well, the
Guard,
Vag
man,
Guard.
is beautiful, dude.
Right?
I mean, it should be beautiful. It's the Vag Guard.
Islington girl, you gotta
and
get
it's
up
a hot
with me,
dog. It's a
'cause
hot dog.
I'll do another commercial for the Dix division. I'll put the Vag Guard in there, but I need a couple ideas.
Yeah,
You let me know.
Maybe you guys could talk about that off my chat.
No,
Off
I
my
don't
show.
care.
This is
about
my
it.
show.
Whoop, there we go.
So, what do you guys want to talk about first? I was thinking something like this. Harrison Ford asks fans to leave him alone as he shoots through Indiana.
Shocking.
Where's Vinny?
Hey.
I know Vinny is one of the chats I put the link in. I know he is. That son of a
No,
bitch.
you never know because I'm not even all your gazillion chats.
Yeah,
Send
well,
him a link. I'll
that
send
was-
him a link.
that was
No,
No, what gays? You send him a link. Your butt
I
buddies.
Now
missed
wait a
that.
second. We
Yeah.
always
Whoa,
have
whoa.
Harrison Ford on Rogue Entertainment,
bottom,
like
this
every
bitch.
week,
Oh,
and
oh,
he doesn't ask us to leave him alone. So
Yeah.
why is he asking me to leave him alone? I don't get it.
I don't either, buddy. I don't either. I know Stephen Locke, masculine women. Oh, Stephen likes, I'm guessing, masculine women who put their cigarettes out on him.
Not all out. I don't like being
No.
Or
burned,
with
but you
cigarette
can.
breath.
But you can ash on me and tell me what a piece of shit I am.
Completely untrue. He likes masculine men.
Whoa.
I'm just saying
Things
when
just
you're
got
going.
weird.
I'm just saying, ladies, when you go down on Steven, just make sure you're brushing your teeth. Okay.
What the hell's that have to do with anything?
Oh.
They're
What
gonna
are
get sap in their mouth.
Yeah, prepare to
Exactly.
pick the splinters out of your
Yeah,
teeth.
you're gonna have splinters up in your gum line.
No,
That's not good.
no. What the hell do you think my dick's made of? Like hard leather? No,
No,
what?
it's from banging trees.
Looks like a
dude.
baseball mitt. Like what?
Hold on, everybody. I got to introduce the next guest. It's kind of important. Hello, Mr. Ford.
My publicist said I had to do this.
Yes, thank you for being here.
Did your publicist say that you could come on? Did you had to come on Rogue Entertainment as well?
It sounds like I need to punch another fan in the face.
Sorry. Sorry.
I'm just trying to understand why you're yet telling your fans to, quote, ask fans to leave him alone.
Much like Disney, Star Wars, they got the story all wrong.
Okay.
I said, go fuck yourself.
Oh.
Hey, Harrison, why is your nose not covered up by that mask? You know that's dangerous. You're putting other people at risk.
Because I was smelling your girlfriend's pussy.
What
Oh,
the?
then that makes sense, though, right? That makes sense. That makes sense.
Very woodland-like smell.
Yeah, well,
Son of a bitch.
why is your
Fine,
new
fresh.
movie, the real name, I have been heard, everybody's saying is Indiana Jones and the Empire of Evil. Empire of Evil.
Evil.
That's-
Evil.
It's Empire of Kathleen Kennedy.
Oh, well, that's
Sounds about
okay. That
right.
makes about right? Nick?
Disney is the villain.
Okay.
Always.
Disney is the villain. Let's read a little bit. At Harrison Ford, stop making films and fans will leave you alone. Riff Mangos.
I love money, so go fuck yourself.
Oh, okay. He's a channel member. Become a channel member today, and Harrison Ford will tell you to go fuck yourself. I just actually did
Always.
a quick behind the scenes with a couple of my members, because I've never done anything for my members. And these people have been members for like a year, so I'm starting to do it now, people. So you can member up. Shit.
Thanks for doing that while McAnee was live. You're a great friend.
Well, guess what? I didn't announce it. And I
Great
probably,
friend.
the best part is I had more people watching me than you guys watching me.
Oh,
That's such a lie.
I just want to preface, I'm a lesser channel, so I don't get as
don't say that. Don't say you're lesser.
Dude,
You're
you
not
had
lesser
so
than
many
that.
more people than I had.
You can still procreate.
That's true. That's true.
I can too, but I gotta take my Viagra to get my members up.
Harrison, do you tell your fans to leave you alone on your OnlyFans page?
I make money there. Leave me alone.
Do you know Shellback TJC wants Steven he also ash trees. Get it? The ash tree. You like to be ashed on and called a slutty bitch. Well, he said ash tree. And if you love great channels, unlike Steven's, Shellback TJC has a channel.
I'm actually.
Please
the girl
check
I'm
him out.
seeing's name is Ash, so I'm gonna text her that right now. That's kind of funny.
Yeah, is that the one you had to give a homemade enema to?
Possibly too. Yeah, possibly. All
Can
right,
we
I'm a
talk
good
about
man.
that? Because not everybody was watching the last
This
show.
motherfucker. All right, listen. I can I get the screen?
Yes, you got the screen because you're fucking needed every time.
There are times in our lives when we call our best friends, or who we think is our best friend, who we think is our best.
Okay, what were you saying?
There are times when we call the people that we confide, we think we can confide in. And I was asked by a good friend who's going through some medical stuff if I could help give her an enema. And I didn't look. I didn't want to touch it because you know why? Because you bastards in the chat, you fuckers on the panel have been fucking with me for 2 years now, or a year, whatever the hell long it's been, and you got made this stigma where I'm uncomfortable even being asked with that. I was uncomfortable, and so I called Scott to confide in him. And this son of a bitch said to him, "Go ahead, Scotty, tell him what you did."
What did I do? What did I do? I did.
Scott listened. Scott was like, right, and I'm confiding in him, and then and he's like waiting for it, and I said, so I have to give an enema. I've been asked to give an enema, and I've never done this before. And he said, Steven, he said this thing. He was like, Steven, you've been working on this for a year now. You've been building up to this, and I just want to say I'm proud of you. You're like Luke Skywalker going down the Death Star trench right now. That's what this motherfucker said to me. Instead of being like, you can, just explaining the process and then so I can help this person who was hurting.
Listen, I feel like Steven, and I did say that. I did say you're like Luke Skywalker going down the fucking final run, dude. And you have that stupid little guiding system, and in the background you hear Obi-Wan Dookie saying like, feel the flow of the enema, Steven. Let go. And you're like, what? Hold on.
By the way,
it's like this. What?
I just want to let everybody know that I am doing timestamps for anyone who's watching the replay of our Rogue Entertainment. No, this is
Who gives a shit about Rogue Entertainment right now?
Wait.
I am in
He's
the
like,
middle of
fuck
breaking
these
down the
enemas.
final attack of an enema.
No, explain. Let me explain.
Okay, hold on. You have the floor.
No, I'm just saying. I'm putting a timestamp for that exact moment where Steven has told the story. So if you guys want to listen to that, I have timestamps for it. So
Okay, thank you. That was so nice of you, Makini. We're telling the fucking story right
Sorry.
now. So anyways, like he's going down.
Are you nerds done?
All right, shut up, Harrison. So he's got the guiding system on. Okay, the guiding system is on, and he hears, Steven, trust the enema. And he's like, what the fuck? And then he drops it down again. No, I gotta line this shit up. Gotta line it up. And then he's, Steven, squeeze the enema. And he's like, I could do this. And he just runs right into that girl's ass and goes,
He runs right in.
yeah. And
If you remember correctly, in Stargate, that classic, I saved the day.
now tell me that is not more of an interesting watch than Disney Star Wars right now.
I'm not
They're
gonna
gonna film it.
32 flavors in Nick
yes,
Weiser for $2. Stripper money. Thank you, my friend. Thank you. Oh, wait a minute. Do it one more time. Stripper money.
Oh, yeah, I need the cue.
Oh,
That's the clip.
What is Nerd Cookies up in the club? What's up?
I heard your mom sucks too.
Yeah, that Steven.
Steven, why do you have Invader V on your profile?
Because Scott's looking for money. This is in honor of him and his money sucking ways. And
Yeah,
he
but
was
he
called a
doesn't
Jew
wanna
by a
tell-
Jew, so it's,
But he doesn't want to. Scott doesn't want to tell
Right to
people
stay.
that if they don't have $5, that they should get a job.
That's
just so
not
they-
kosher.
That's
not
not
kosher.
kosher. Yeah, and Makini, I hear you. Am I saying anything? What up? Am I saying anything? There, that was a great echo. Let's try that one more
That
time.
was
What up?
really good echo.
That was fun.
That was a good.
I heard my own echo.
Echo.
I said that in your mom.
Yeah.
Now
Okay.
that was an echo.
The Ginger
I
Dinja.
said that
If
in your
Walt-
mom. In your mom.
oh my God. Disrespectful pricks.
Back to the article.
Who let this racist asshole white man can't fly a plane in down here, man? I'm gonna tell you what, I'm not. Hey, you can't talk to me like that. That's a hate crime, man.
What's a hate crime?
The way he's talking to me and everything he does is a hate crime. I hate it. That makes it a crime.
Oh, okay. Well,
Nerds aren't real people.
God, what?
What?
What did you say? What? Say that one more again. Come through one more again with that shit, old man.
I said nerds aren't real people.
Neither. Well, hey, old man, your grilled cheese sandwich is done. Go get your tomato soup and fuck off.
I left it in your mom.
My mom was shaped like a potato. Good luck with that. I hope you put the ears in the right spot.
Okay. I don't even know what that meant. I'm so confused, but
How the hell am I supposed to know I'm drunk, man?
well, all I know is that Islington girl, she gave us a 149 super sticker with trees.
Thank you, Islington Girl, for supporting this channel.
So you made around $5 in stripper money so far. So not a bad start.
Dude, it's on, man. It's on. This is the most money I've made in a while.
Straight up, don't have to buy condoms no more. It's awesome.
All I need is the Nick Miser flavors. Where the hell is Toxic Man Flu when you need it?
Yeah. I thought I saw one in the super chat. There was a comment with a flavor in it. I think it was Joakim Stark.
Dude, I'm sorry. I would have missed this. Joakim with a Swedish secular echinacea Codeine cock. What is
What? Codeine cock. What the hell are you be sucking? What?
Why do you
Is it
automatically
Swedish
suck it?
krona?
We just told you.
Why did you automatically
Wait a
suck
minute.
it? Was something else?
Nick?
What's
What was
the
that?
currency of Sweden?
Okay, Sweden. Cronus.
Is it?
Krona.
No,
Krona.
I could be wrong.
God.
All I know is that sounds manly. Krona. $20.
Racist.
Nick Weiser flavor number 29. Smoky oak with splinters.
What the hell? No.
That's my nickname.
Man, Harrison, you want any credit for my flavors too? Greedy bastard.
Shellback wants to know, Makini, is that timestamps or tramp stamps?
It can be both.
Okay. Small time, who I just was on that awesome
If it
stream I
involves
did before
Steven,
this.
it probably is a tramp stamp.
Steven heard Ron Jeremy's voice in his head, guiding him.
God, no. What?
Guess you're
get to the
gonna
trees.
put it in her butt. Get it? Ron Jeremy, put it in her butt. Is this thing on? You guys there? Okay.
No, you're just not funny, bro.
Okay. Brightest day, darkest night. Take my
You embarrassed
cock and
ETEP. He got off the screen.
show it like that fucking guy is. Oh, he's here.
My
Small
man.
time, $2. Stop Lodano-ness hate.
Ladonis, thank you. I thank you, small time. I appreciate you.
Like, were you
One
like,
person in the chat that likes me?
I'm gonna call myself Adonis, but that's just too
No.
rad. So I added a low to it.
No.
Lodonis. And did you like shake your hair?
No. No, that name was completely original. I gave it to myself when I was 14 years old.
Oh, that's why it's so gay. Okay.
You're such a dick. That's why it's so gay.
Tommy and the Guinea Pig Collective for $4.99. Walton lets the hate flow through him and onto the floor and a cup of coffee.
This is why I
with a
didn't call Tommy when I had, and I won't call Scott again either, when I was
What,
going
dude?
through
I
something.
gave you good advice.
You have, you bastards have conditioned me to fear certain things. You're gonna,
What,
I'm gonna
shoving
not want to go
something-
into a forest pretty
How many
soon.
times was I planning on you walking up or calling me and being like, I have to shove something in my friend's ass because they can't poop?
I told you. You should have called me. I
Yeah,
have
that's true.
the steps to do it. A photo of Kathleen Kennedy. Step 1. Step 2, The Last Jedi. Step 3, stand the fuck back.
Should have just told me to eat that Activia like that old white lady in that Michael Myers movie. You know, the bitch that should have died. Activia, like the other white people.
That's a trade secret for actors.
Isn't that I'm lactose intolerant, but aren't white people supposed to eat Activia when they get bound up and can't poop? Stop eating so much fucking cheese.
Who's beating their dog off?
What the fuck is wrong with y'all white people? I can't even.
I don't know.
I can't even hang with y'all anymore. This
All I
is
know is we
bullshit.
got 44 people in the chat.
Hell.
Hit that like button. We haven't talked about anything yet.
No.
We're
And
just a
rub
bunch of
it
morons.
the right way. Rub that like button the right way. You gotta be gentle with it and keep that super money coming as well.
Step on it, talk a little shit to it.
Parrothead,
As Mads Mama Bear would say, it step on that like button.
step out. Damn.
Hell, mama.
Oh,
Do me a favor.
Steven's.
You see my photo? You see
Yeah.
how I'm pointing?
Yeah.
If you don't hit the like button, fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you.
I'm out.
Harrison, you look like you don't eat anything, man. You're really skinny there, buddy.
I've been working out for this new role.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Working out on not eating? What's going on? You got a
Idaho Jones. We named the cat Idaho.
Oh.
You the hoe?
Idaho. I ate your mom.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
God,
Oh.
mom jokes.
cool.
Oh, that's not
Harrison.
funny. That's not
Harrison.
funny, Parrothead. We can forget about that stream.
Parrothead for $2 says, "Where's Waldanos?"
Yeah, there were like, say it was like what, 6 people in that stream, and it was late at night, and I was drinking. We shouldn't even
What
we shouldn't bring that.
happened?
Huh?
What happened on that stream?
I know. I was just hanging out. Me and Ash were hanging out on Bear's stream.
Who's Ash?
My friend Ashley, and you know,
Who is that?
My
Ooh,
friend.
a lady friend.
No.
Yeah, no, well, she was on. Remember, she was on TR4 on Finals channel. What? 2 months ago.
Can she poop?
Yeah, she has. Thank you. But she
all over Walton's chest.
called me Waldo, and
I
I
gave
don't
her a
like that.
photo of Kathleen Kennedy.
It was like that fucking skit from that Biggie CD. He's like, this girl want me to shit. She wanted to shit on my chest. Steven was like, I hump trees. Why not? Shit on my chest, bitch. I don't care.
I hate you. Nothing like that even came up.
I think there was pooping on your chest. I mean, that's why would Cleveland lie? Why would Cleveland lie?
Cleveland's a straight up kind of guy.
Look, I don't lie. I'm as honest.
Oh, Mr. Tickle Trunk keeping the stripper money going. Yes.
Mr. Tickle Trunk for a Canadian $2. Nick Weiser flavor number 50. A Wookiee winking starfish. A Wookiee's winking starfish. Steven, what's a winking starfish?
No, I have no idea.
No?
Brown eye.
Ask the emissary of enemas what a winking starfish
The emissary
is.
of enemas. What?
He knows.
That's why I was asking him.
Whoa.
How big was the stick she used, Steven?
Oh, Draven bringing the fire.
That sounds like in the cut gay. I don't even know how to respond to that.
Oh, yes.
Like you normally would.
Yes.
He just pay me the money. That's how he responds to that. Just give me the money and I'll do it. Don't look me in the eye.
Don't look at
Just the brown eye.
No eye contact. No kissing on the mouth.
Oh, yeah, more stripper money coming. All right, now they're coming.
Girl
I'm a
for
whisper.
99 cents. Poop emoji. Then we got Mr. Tickle Trunk for another Canadian $2. That's a cup of coffee, Walton, and I think it might have poop in there.
No, it won't.
gonna
No.
say.
Ew. I don't even like coffee no more because of you, Scott. You keep. Stop. Be my friend. Stop trying to hurt me, you son of a
Triggered.
A little nutty. Yes.
Oh, a little nuttiness in that.
A little nuttiness in that. Can we figure this out? Let's find out. Something about Harrison Ford.
Handsome man.
He's 78 years. Fucking okay. Can we talk about this? He is 78. 78, and he's doing an action movie called Indiana Jones.
Die.
An action film.
It's called Don't Break Your Fucking Hip.
Is he
I'm
even
the
still
stunt
there?
man.
Is he even still there?
It's
No.
geriatric Jones, man.
I don't
He's
know
gonna
where I am.
swing from a whip in a wheelchair. It's all good.
I'm actually impressed he has a whole head of hair. I will give him credit for that.
Fucking jerk.
That's a hell of a gay stance, though. Look at that. He's
Well, I mean,
he's like telling somebody
Can I
that
say
color
this?
that is all wrong for
I
you.
can't say
I'm
that
pointing
this.
at you. Enemies
look.
are wrong.
I can't say that this is all right. This is just from what I've seen on recent, the David Blaine thing and other
Right.
things. He seems like he's flying high, bro.
Yeah, he doesn't know how to wear a mask either.
He's just.
I told David, get the fuck out of my house.
That was one of my favorite moments ever. Get the fuck out of my house. Why am I not allowed to make coffee
Thank you,
anymore?
Mama.
Why? I don't get.
Because you're an evil shit. That's why.
Indiana Jones and the hip replacement. Indiana Jones and the Last Indignity. Oh, God. That is fantastic. How many
Those
more
are
can
all-
we come up with, people?
All those titles are approved.
And why am I echoing so bad on somebody's? That is so great. Brightest Day for $5. Nick Weiser flavor number 69. Eager Beaver, East Station Velma vagina.
Oh man!
I was about to say something so horrible, but I'm just growing up. You're always told it went a different direction.
Mine's always hanging to the left.
Brightest Day, man. That's
And
perfect.
down my
Wow.
pant leg and into my shoe.
That is freaking winning
Wow.
right there. He used 69 characters exactly.
That's by winning. That's some
That
Charlie
is-
Sheen greatness right there. That's the Sheen
Ace
machine
right
at
there.
play.
Super chat fluid.
Here we go. Indiana Jones and the retirement home of Dune.
Dun, 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 dun. Old white people. Dun, 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 dun. Old white people. Dun, 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 dun. Falling down. Old white people falling down.
Now, tell me you don't hear that and Superman kind of blending into each other.
Dun,
Indiana
dun,
Jones
dun.
and
Yeah.
Superman can blend into each other. I want a DJ to do that. DJ
I can
Scandalous.
blend into your mom.
Indiana Jones and the evil
Is that like
enema.
docking?
And your mom. And your mom. And your mom.
Is that like
Oh,
docking?
my
Is it-
God.
Why are you still on her? What is wrong with you? Indiana Jones and the golden enema. Indiana Jones on the last nerve. That's a good one. Where else do we have any more Indianas? Indiana Jones and the last tapioca pudding.
Oh snap!
That's
Indiana Jones on your mom.
Indiana Jones and the Raiders of Depends.
I was gonna say, well, in this situation, is Indiana Jones and the no time to
Look at him.
die.
He's just
Oh
confused.
God, Makani. That was painful.
He looks
I caught that.
deflated.
He's
Look
just
at his-
confused.
He just looks lost,
He does.
man.
Where's
Indiana Jones and the Lost Hope.
Where's the Wookiee?
Look at him
I
there.
told you, Kathleen Kennedy's on set all the time.
I mean, this is in 2008. He still
That
looks all
hairy
right.
beast.
You sexy bastard.
No, he didn't.
Compared to that,
Well, compared to that, yeah, but I mean, Crystal
I'm
Skull. was
90,
awful.
you fool.
oh, the movie was terrible.
And this one is gonna be.
Boycott it.
It's Kennedy's taking care of this. It's gonna be awful. They're gonna emasculate him. It's gonna be worse than Crystal Skull because they're gonna destroy the character. Crystal Skull was just a bad movie.
Yeah.
I told everybody
Terrible.
on Vinny's channel, you could catch me behind Phoebe Waller-Bridge's nose. I'm going to be jumping off a cliff.
Yeah, I was gonna say you knew it was the kiss of death for this movie when they brought Phoebe Waller-Bridge in, aka LL33, fucking Lando fucks a toaster.
Right.
That's
When you
what I'm
crash,
saying.
when you
She's
crash
gonna-
5 planes, you need the money.
She's gonna ruin this. She's gonna ruin Bond. She fucked up a Star Wars movie. That's a hat trick right there for this idiot.
Yeah.
And these are the types of people that they hire each
Yep.
set.
Yeah, oh,
I
absolutely.
don't understand that. There
I don't
has to
think
be
they
more
take. I
talented
don't think
people
they
out
take
there.
into account tone of the movie at all when hiring these people.
No.
Ooh.
Like with Phoebe Waller-Bridge, like I've heard by all accounts, her show Killing Eve is awesome, and same with Fleabag. But those shows have a particular tone to them.
Soy.
That
No,
As far as I know.
Killing Eve is my wife watches that. She loves it. It's
Yeah,
she said it's really good. I just never have time to watch it.
Yeah,
I saw the first season,
those
it
things
was
have a
good.
certain tone to it, and that I don't really think meshes well with things like 007 or
Exactly.
or even Indiana Jones. You know,
Of course not.
Something a
Right.
man wants to see. Yeah.
Well, no,
Or
not even
Star
what a man
Wars.
wants to be, but what it's something. These are movies where a man was a man. You know, like James Bond, men wanted to be him, women wanted to sleep with him. Indiana Jones didn't mind to talk to a woman like a man. You know, like an old school man, like, I'll give you one, I'll give you a fresh one. Not ever doing it, but just letting her know it's right in there, it's right here. You know, like,
Little do you know.
Settle down up there, Ray Rice. Damn.
sorry, I'm sorry. I got excited. I gotta go find something.
You go take Janae in an elevator.
I know, right?
Wow, Wilhelm scream.
My
Well, you
dad
know.
used to slap him.
My
Used to
dad
slap
used-
him
right.
hard.
Indiana Jones like Han Solo, stands like Han Solo, or Han Solo. Sorry. Yeah, like Indiana Jones in the Temple of Assisted Living. But like now I'm starting to realize, like he's okay. That article I kind of read through it. Like he's 78 freaking years old. No, I kind of read through it. So
Seriously,
I
he's
did.
not Chuck Norris.
No, so he's a little
Chuck Norris
nervous.
at least is shredded. Man, Chuck Norris would actually be better for the role just because of how much better in shape he's in. Harrison Ford,
Snap.
Oops, sorry, Bucky.
You're welcome.
That was great. That was great.
That was great. Oh my god.
That gets used in some Batwoman videos occasionally.
I know, right?
Oh, we were
Fantastic.
talking about. You left. I have to go real quick. At the end of the last show, we were talking
Yeah.
about Batwoman, and we were waiting for ETAP because we couldn't even stay on target. It's just so awful. But we were praising you for getting blocked, by them, because for 2 years, like even though you could have moved on to better content, you've continued to go after this awful show, and you kick them into submission.
Caroline Dries won't block me. You evil bitch, Caroline Dries. We coming for you, Caroline Dries. Yeah, no, she won't. She won't block me.
We covered the half of the Batwing.
Fucking
cuck wing. We couldn't get halfway through it. We couldn't get halfway through.
You're talking about Cuck Wing there, little Fox. Yeah, Cameras Johnson. Yeah, who's the entire series just made. He's had one scene where he didn't look like a complete bitch, where he shot somebody with a 12 gauge. The rest of the time, he's getting bailed out by every female on the show, even the little Asian girl who runs a super secret underground abortion clinic. I mean, it's
what?
Hold
on, what?
That everyone knows apparently.
It's the super secret underground clinic that everybody knows about, but nobody knows about. That's now legal because their daddy paid for it. And made it legal. It's fucking. It's ridiculous.
Underground abortion clinic.
That's everybody jokes around about calling it Mary's abortion clinic or fucking chop shop. Oh yeah, she runs this fucking clinic, and she's like a med student, but she's like performing surgeries and doing like cancer treatments and shit.
What?
Still better than the Crystal Skull.
Yeah, it's fucking ridiculous. So basically having Luke, who's literally, she's bailed him out in like physical altercations before, and Mary is not a fighter. She's just like this little like adorable chick. Like, I mean, she's hot, but she's just a med student, she knows science things, and Luke is just
you know how to give them an enemas?
He's a bit.
Steven needs help.
You might have to pay her for that. I know about Steven's son. I'm just saying. I could go get the Chinese hat. It's right there on the wall. I'll fucking do it.
I know you won't.
Short round.
Did you say I won't? Shit.
I think the gauntlet has been thrown.
Mac, and you really went black. What happened?
Whoa! What?
That's racist.
What's going on?
Oh,
whoa!
Look out!
Now you're talking to me.
Yeah,
that was like a 69.
Toxic.
That's how I like them, upside down.
Oh, you come far on that one.
Yeah,
Oh.
Daisy. I'm so
She's riding a banana.
No, she's on a surfboard.
Okay.
I see a banana too.
That's right what you're seeing right now. Feel that heat, Makini, because that's what's looking at you.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Okay. Get it set up. So, talking about Asian
short round,
little short round people.
It's been a while.
What the fuck did I just
Asian
say?
representation.
Velma.
You're like 6 foot. You're way too big to be an Asian.
Dr. Jones.
Haven't you ever heard of Yao Ming? Yao Ming. Hello.
Yeah, he was a mutant. He was a mutant.
All right,
my car.
Velma. Who asked for Velma? Nobody.
Who
asked for fucking Velma?
I like
And
sexy
already
cosplay
said this
Velma.
Shit. I already said this shit on Midnight Ed.
Velma.
All right, bet on this shit. You heard it here. They're gonna take this character, aka
They're making her a fat chick.
This Mindy Kaling is gonna be a self-insert, and then they're just gonna call it Velma. That's all it's gonna be. It's gonna be a self-insert and just be Velma by nothing more than a damn name.
Damajanai, what is up? OG.
What's up, D?
Stig Kenobi, what's up?
What's up?
I will say that like Mindy Kaling hasn't been like funny to me probably since The Office or even the 40-year-old version.
It's been a while.
looking.
I mean, dude, how old is she now?
She's like almost probably close to 40.
Let me check.
God, definitely.
She hasn't done shit since The Office. I mean, she wrote some of the episodes back then.
She had the Mindy project or the Mindy whatever.
Mindy
41.
Yeah, she's my age. She's 41. I mean, she's trying to play Velma now. I mean, the only people that are looking for Velma are on Pornhub. I mean, let's be honest.
Or
she's there,
or image boards, depending on where you go.
You know,
there right now.
This show's gonna be a dumpster fire. So a Velma spinoff, yeah, because like Nick said, everybody was clamoring for that. You know, as much as a Scrappy-Doo fucking solo project. You know, what the why don't you put Meg? Why don't you put Meg from Family Guy, Velma, and Scrappy-Doo together in a show, and let's just fucking do that. Because that'll be a great idea.
Gingers. Hashtag save gingers.
Yeah, right. Because technically, this is another ginger we're losing, right?
Like Titania too from the Holt series. They what's it called? It's brunette lady who I think also is race swapped because she's gonna be in that She-Hulk show. I'm like, man, two times in 1 week we lost 2 gingers in 1 damn week.
That's horrible.
I know it's genocide towards gingers. What the fuck?
I just don't get it, man. But
don't.
This
one is a coincidence.
She looks like
2 is a pattern.
Now, Nick,
she's a
McCabe, you and your brother, like you're into, you speak, it's what
White?
language? No, there's a Asian language you speak, correct?
Sam speaks Indonesian.
Okay, Indonesian. That's there somewhere. Now, to say she is East Asian, is that wrong?
Well,
I thought she was Indian.
West Asian.
Like East Asian, I would have thought would be your Japanese, Chinese.
Thank you.
Then you get your Southeast Asian, which is like your Malaysian, Singaporean, Indonesian, and I think you get your
people Steven calls in the back of magazines. Yeah,
I think that's right.
The city paper.
Well, the thing is, Nick, is that I've heard numerous times, and even other stuff, that they will they'll usually lump Arabs, Middle Easterners, usually Muslims, as I think South Asian. Or
South Asian.
Well, yeah.
That's so stupid, though. Okay, they're doing a Velma show, right? And Stick says here, it would be like doing a Donald Duck show without Donald Duck, but with the addition of pronoun lore and identity politics. Oh, the joy it will be. I mean, it blows my mind that they're going to do Scooby-Doo characters without Scooby-Doo.
Well, don't forget, Sony wanted to push an Aunt May movie in 2014 after The Amazing Spider-Man 2 failed, and then they were denying it, and then the leaks got out a few weeks later, and it showed that they were lying, that they actually were entertaining this idea. Like, not every character needs a fucking backstory.
Like Sally Field.
Especially Sally Field.
How close are we to Robbie Robertson at the Daily Bugle getting his own fucking movie? We don't need this shit.
I was going to say, to be fair, Sally Fields played a really great Aunt May, though.
Oh, yeah, of course.
I'm not going to deny that. It's just, we don't need this shit. Not everyone needs to have a big story. Like,
well, let's see. I mean, people probably have read about this, but I really try to keep away from this stuff, so I don't know what's going on, because that's how I like to run my show.
I boycotted Solo.
Hey, I love Alfred Pennyworth as much as the next Batman, but I had no interest in watching a show about him.
Yeah, that's right. He had that Alfred show.
Yeah, it was called Pennyworth. It's like, okay, I love Alfred, but we don't need this shit.
Daphne is a dime piece. She is a dime piece.
Yeah, I mean, like, Daphne, like, going into the social media, getting an OnlyFans, I'd be down with that show.
Nick, that's Alfred. Go.
Nah, Venom was good.
Man. Oh,
Venom was good.
Venom was
good. The voice of the 90s cartoon.
Like, in isolation, Venom
that's
was
the
good.
best Alfred.
I'll bite off your legs and I had to roll you down the street. Now, shut up.
It's better than anything the MCU's done with Spider-Man.
Oh, I'll give you that. He was a great fanboy in the MCU.
Yeah.
I just like
Mr. Stark?
Mr. Stark?
Mr. Stark. I went number 2.
Mr. Stark, but Mr. Stark, somebody had to stop
Spider-Man
him.
in Marvel Cinematic Universe was little more than an effing sidekick.
Yep.
Pretty much.
Makes me
sick. We were bitching about that in the last show.
The number one merchandise selling character, most recognizable character or superhero in the fucking world, and he's relegated to being Iron Man's bitch, and now probably coming soon, Doctor Strange's bitch. Spider-Boy.
Or Captain Marvel's bitch.
Yep.
And he's Spider-Man's a franchise within itself. We were going over this called Rogues. A franchise within itself. When Spider-Man is in another movie with anyone else from the Marvel Universe, it should be an event, because they should have built him up properly. I'm sick of Spider-Boy. Give me Peter Parker. If you're going to introduce him into the MCU, it should have been in his 20s when he was in college. When he was, it would have made more sense to show off his intellect, which we have not gotten the intellectual aspect of Peter Parker and really any of the
He's up there with Reed. He's up there with
How
Reed
many
Richards.
times does Batman need to continue to begin again and again?
Yep.
Yeah, we could never get to one iteration of Nightwing. It's always Dick Grayson as Robin. Oh my God, give me Nightwing already.
Yes,
we got Batwoman in her own show before we had Nightwing? Are you kidding me? That is criminal.
Right.
And
Representation.
now you're getting CW's pissant little shithead trying to play him.
Oh, Batwing?
Cuckwing.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
Cuckwing is the one that redesigned the suit to fit a woman.
Yep.
Yeah.
It will be perfect
Too
when
late.
it fits the
Too
woman.
Damn late.
It has nothing to do with like being a minority character or whatever. Like I have no I don't trust the CW. I don't trust them. I don't trust anything that they do.
Yeah, but
I'm not going to give it a chance.
They're still doing Superman and Lois right though.
Are they?
They
Are they? They've been on hiatus.
It'll crash.
From what I'm hearing, when they came back, it's actually still good. So
Oh,
I'm
it came back?
Yeah, it's back. It's
I
I've,
gotta watch it because I like
got
that
it.
show.
I've got them DVR'd. I've everything I've heard has been good though.
All right. All I know is I had high hopes for that show, but didn't. After watching the first 6 episodes and then hearing that the whole writing staff was gone, I got a little nervous, man. So I hope it's still a good show because it's about fathers and sons and mothers and sons, and it's about the family dynamic of Superman and Lois. And I think that's important. It's like the Smallville-esque, but just not as cheesy. Which, don't get me wrong, I liked Smallville, but it was a little more cheese, you know?
Forgive me for saying, but I'm not going to hold my breath with that one.
I'm with you on that.
It may have a very good first season, but that doesn't mean they won't bring in some twant coming in on the second season.
Yep.
How many times have we seen that?
Just like they did in Flash.
Many times. Yeah.
Arrow.
Everything. They start off with these
like this series may be the one that they actually sell it
Boys is a great example of that. I mean,
hell,
God.
Hold on. Take a break, everybody. Nick, finish your thought after.
Yeah, like season 1 may be the season that they sell this show on, but once they get to season 2, season 3, season 4, I have no trust in anything anymore. I mean, one thing that's sort of cheesing people off recently is they released a small teaser for the next Witcher season.
Oh, right.
Yeah, and all we got was images of Ciri, which,
right.
Granted, Ciri is a really important character in the show and in the books, but we don't want the Witcher to be a secondary character in The Witcher.
Right. Like, guys, have any of you like I've watched it? Has anybody else watched the trailer, that mini little teaser trailer to The Witcher? I don't know if I could play it.
I haven't seen it.
I saw it on Insta. He's not in it at all.
Like the girl, yeah, she's in it. And
Yennefer?
No, not Yennefer.
No.
The little blonde girl.
Ciri.
Ciri's in it, but there is not one. And there's another. Shit. Can we watch it? Maybe without sound. First off, Damaj and I, OG Pimp in the house for $2. There has never been an actual Spider-Man yet.
Exactly, dude.
Oh, yeah, no,
I
right.
agree.
We
I
haven't
can
got
actually
an
agree to
actual
that.
Spider-Man film
I
in
can
the
agree.
MCU.
Damn.
And that's what we're missing. We've been missing. Like I said, the cartoons do it right. As far as
Spectacular, bro. That show.
Spectacular.
Man.
The PS4 game.
Yes.
Oh, God, yeah, dude.
That game's so
I
good.
said in the other stream, I think they handle it the best.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, man. Like, sometimes it is the game developers that do the best job. We haven't got anything. When was the last time we got a good new character? Was it Black Panther in Civil War? Not Black Panther, but in Civil War.
I would argue, yeah. Because he's still, one of the things that I said that was one of the great things about Civil War was that both Black Panther and Spider-Man, they practically stole the show.
That was definitely Holland's best outing in the MCU as Spider-Man.
Yes.
Yeah, because he actually got a chance to show off and be his own hero at that given moment. It was just kind of like Stark needed him just so he can have extra leverage for the team. But once push came to shove, Spider-Man went on his own against the Falcon and the Winter Soldier and did his thing until Ant-Man became Giant Man and, obviously clean house on almost everybody. So, yeah, I mean, I'd make the argument, you could say what you will about the solo movie, but as far as his guest appearance in Ragnarok and Infinity War, Doctor Strange stole the show for me in Infinity War. He was fucking awesome.
And
Cumberbatch is great as him too.
And no disrespect to ill will to Chadwick Boseman, God rest his soul. I just thought that his appearance in Civil War was still leagues better than his solo run. His solo run.
You're muted. You're so good at what you do, Scott. You just
fucking. Luckily, I have assholes like you that keep it going.
Keeping you on your toes, brother.
I lost somebody.
Steven keeps everything flowing. That's what he does because he is very profound and prolific around assholes.
Tommy, Steven wants to help you because he helps friends with enema problems.
Hey, you see,
never called you again.
If you're constipated, Steven will help you.
I don't have any friends.
I don't need that kind of help, Steven. Just keep it to yourself. Guinea pigs don't need that kind of help, buddy. You stay away from them.
If it's late at night and you need an enema, all you need to do is call Walton's home enema service. We'll come clean your asshole out anytime, day or night. Walton's is on duty. That's Walton's enema service.
Steven Walton at WaltonEnemas.com.
All you need to do is
Walton'sEnemas is a licensed trademark.
Astorian on your phone. You will get through to Walton.
We got 55 likes. We got 41 people. Keep hitting that button, people. We love you here.
You guys are amazing.
This Islington girl says Yennefer is way too central in the show. She needs to go away for a while like she does in the books.
Right.
I can't. She's so hot, though.
She is.
She is hot.
The thing is, even in the book, she was she's meant to be this sort of, distant, mysterious figure in Geralt's past. We've
already got
he
the
keeps
answers
pining over. But now that she's sort of right there, in the show, in front of us, the mystery is sort of gone,
right,
as to why he wants her, why he wants to be with her, etc., etc. He's meant to be this sort of, woman of his dreams, almost literally.
And we literally already got the answer.
Yeah.
Well,
OrdsBored, great to see you.
Is it just me, or does it seem to be a common theme that's playing out with a lot of these shows now? Because they're talking about Masters of the Universe is going to be Tila instead of He-Man, who was the main character of that series all along. And then you got The Witcher without The Witcher in it. I mean, it just seems to be something they're continuously doing.
There's so much on some level
Harris.
that what they're doing is wrong.
Who can fill us in? Who can give us a quick 2-minute rundown of what is wrong with He-Man right now? Because I don't give a shit about the article. Let's just go over that. Makini, can you give a 2-minute why everybody's upset? Because the trailer looked great.
So the big thing that a lot of people are upset with is that there was rumors going around that the plot was not going to be focused on He-Man, but instead it was going to be focused on Tila. And it was confirmed by not only officially by Netflix, but by Stephen Wayne Art on Twitter, who posted the official plot synopsis that the story is going to be focused on Tila and not on He-Man. So what made people, like what you may see in the trailer, might be just all from the first episode.
Yeah, because they talk about the power sword is missing. So without the power sword, you have no He-Man.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so let me play devil's advocate here for a minute. This was supposedly after the Great War in Eternia, right? Yep. He-Man obviously lost this battle with Skeletor, because you figured that scene where he's like, bring me your greatest champion or whatever, that's probably a flashback scene from like the battle. They're going to, flashback and, part of the battle, whatever. So what if He-Man lost, disappeared, was dejected, whatever, goes away and say they go through that in the first episode. So how many episodes are they doing? Like, what did they say? How many they're gonna do for this?
What was last season? 12, 10?
He-Man did
8. Oh, He-Man. I'm sorry.
He-Man.
I'm sorry. I don't even know what the fuck we're talking about. I have no clue. I don't know.
So regardless, so what if they take like a couple episode arc and Tila leads Man at Arms, and I know they saw Moss Man and a couple of the other, the heroes to find He-Man. You know, and it's only a couple episode arc. So, you know, it might not be, you know, as bad as it sounds, or we, you know, might think it is.
Well, then do a better job explaining yourself, because they must understand Kevin Smith knows how people react to shit.
Yeah.
And the thing is that, you know, when, you know, Clownfish TV brought this up, that the leaks, that Kevin Smith got mad. He went
got
after
defensive.
them.
He got
very defensive. And then when it came out, because he was saying, it's like, no, this is about He-Man. This is about He-Man. And I'm like, then the plot synopsis leak, and I'm like, you owe Geeky and Neon an apology.
No doubt.
Yep.
Because, yeah, you're doubling and tripling down.
Yep.
But
well, you know what, Machini, though. But here's another thing to add on to that. Can Kevin even legitimately say whether the show is going to be about He-Man or not? Because as he's already said before, in 2010, he was never a fan. He knew about it in passing through his friends, but he really didn't know nothing about the show himself. So does he even know if He-Man is actually in it or not? How can he say?
That tweet got brought up. It was somebody.
So when we brought the article up, it was coming from Cosmic Book News.
Yep.
They were saying that Kevin Smith, he wasn't allowed to like play. He was 14 at the time, so he only got into He-Man because of his friends that were playing with the toys. And when we were going through the article, he was kept spouting that, like, you know, I'm a big He-Man. I was like, I'm a big Marvel and DC fan, but Master of the Universe is my jam. That's why I'm big into He-Man. I'm big into He-Man. I'm big into He-Man. So it's just like, when the more he's doubling down, the more I feel less inclined to believe that he's actually a fan, especially when he's not especially if he's not like talking about specifically about what is it about Masters of the Universe that made him a big fan.
He was
leaking out.
Kevin thought he was Master Baders of the universe.
Usually, when most fans are fans, they like to talk about what they're fans of and talk about the little stuff about what makes them a fan of this or that property. They love to geek out over that property.
That was my He-Man right there. That's the He-Man I had.
Well, you know what? I mean, here's the thing about this, though. I mean, we have seen a slew of other content creators who have done the exact same thing that Kevin Smith is doing. Claiming that he's a fan, and getting involved with the franchise and completely destroying said franchise because they didn't care about the franchise to begin with, and they really knew nothing about it after they claimed they did. JJ has done it. Ryan Johnson has done it. Kurtzman has done it. Michael Bay has done it. You're seeing a repeating cycle of these idiots who just want to claim that they know so they can get involved with the franchise to begin with. This ultimately falls down on the companies that are producing these shows because they are hiring complete and utter morons to destroy franchises that could potentially make them billions of dollars, and it makes absolutely no fucking sense.
You see that picture right there, and that looks good. Like we get fooled like that. No, all the way down the bottom, the skiff from the new one.
Oh, right.
That looks badass.
Yeah, dude, Battle Cat looks sick right there.
Yes. I mean, you give us this, and you tease. This is the problem. They tease the fandoms with this type of imagery, like we're going to give you this, and then we get something completely different. Then we get something that we didn't want.
I want to bounce off of that, Walton. I want to bounce off of that because, you mentioned that, and I have said, if they're so concerned of this idea, not concerned, if they're so confident in giving Tila and what's her name in The Witcher, I have not watched it. What's her name again?
Stigger's 100% with that comment right there.
Yeah.
The girl you guys were mentioning, The Witcher.
Tila.
All right. If they're so confident in these characters, why don't they give them their own show and stop saying, okay, we need to give them this is the man show, but we're going to use his name. So if you're so confident, give them their own show and not have to bank off the man's name.
Because they're not confident at all.
They're not.
They must know. They must know on some level that what they're doing is wrong. You know,
Yeah,
that,
to some
that
degree,
these characters
yes, to some degree
that they're
they
trying to
are.
promote can't stand up against the original, well-established, well-liked male characters.
Yeah, what did Ords just say? That he said he wasn't a fan? Wait.
No, he's talking about Kevin Smith. He said way back he wasn't a fan, back in 2010. But Mr. Tickletrunk says Kevin Smith is a social chameleon. He says whatever he needs to in order to fit in.
Yes, he
always
does.
been an outsider. He has a good heart, but I think he lacks the self-confidence to stand on principle. And I'll add to that.
You don't see him
he
criticize anything.
He doesn't. He also had that massive heart attack, and like everything makes him emotional now. I think the dude is just happy to be alive, happy to be involved in fandom. Maybe not a certain one, but just fandom is it, you know?
That's exactly it. And I think that's what
fake.
it is. It's just that heart, him having that heart attack, having to lose so much weight. And I think he's just happy and grateful to one, just be alive, to still be living, and two, to be a part of the fandom. I think if and that I can understand, because if it was F's and that situation, we had to go through that, we would be more appreciative of the stuff around us.
Just depends on what he does with it. And Stig
Right.
Kenobi says it good. Smith is copying The Last Jedi. So in one of his earlier tweets, he said, there was a massive battle. He-Man's missing. Now the female character needs to go find the ancient warrior. So it's really, they're just stealing The Last Jedi play. So, from actually A Force Awakens to The Last Jedi play, putting He-Man into the franchise. So could we not see He-Man to the last episode?
That's possible. I could see that as a different bait and switch. I want to mention one more thing. So we all know Kevin Smith said what he said, and now all of a sudden he's singing a different song nowadays compared to the song he was saying many moons back. Right. If he was just honest and say, I was never into a show, but there's something in this script that intrigued me to want to tackle it and maybe change my own mind about it, I could actually concede to that. Maybe not agree with me, but I feel like that'd be more fair. I feel like that's more fair.
I mean, be honest, right? Just be honest with it. Look, okay, no hate. You like what you like. Anybody can like what they like. To my mind, if you're into The Last Jedi, then you don't really like the original trilogy.
Right.
And if you're going to take that as a model and bring it into something another thing that fan base liked, at that point you're being aggressive toward the fans. You're being aggressive towards something that people like. That's what I don't like.
He cried during Rise of Skywalker. He told us
he cries during everything.
Yeah, that's everything.
To be fair,
yeah. You know what, Scott? The last thing that I seen them do right with the Masters of the Universe was this right here.
Hold on, coming in hot.
Yes. Oh, hold on.
I'm trying that
a little.
What year is it?
These are the new ones. These were the 2019, 2020 figures.
Wow. It looks okay. It looks good. I mean,
and they look very much like how the originals did.
I was gonna say, just a little thinner, but I like.
No,
it.
actually, believe it or not, they are pretty close to being in scale with the. Yeah, they are pretty close because I actually did a comparison because I did find the original He-Man over my father's house, and I did a comparison. Body build, they're almost the same, except I think He-Man's chest is a little bit narrower on this re-release. But everything else, like the muscles on the arms, legs, and everything, they're pretty similar.
Huh.
And holy shit, Battle Cat and Panther, they look amazing.
Awesome. That is
awesome.
Yeah.
And it really is a shame you go from something like this to something like, a storyline where it's not even going to be about the main character at all.
Well, if you guys, your minds are going to get blown even further. This is just a stepping stone into a different He-Man that they're going to end up doing. And he's going to have a totally different redesign. It looks like shit.
We're going to have She-Man?
It's going to be very bizarre. They're going to try to go more with this kind of futuristic aspects to it. He's got like this
I think
you don't need to do that.
Of that. What was that? Mm-hmm. That was early 2000, late, or was it 1990s?
What
they did that the space He-Man.
Oh.
I mean, they can do that with keeping the original He-Man the way he is, because it did have an aspect of futuristic technology, but it was more magic based.
Right.
You know, what was that one? What's that one character? The guy that could go through space. I forget that character's name. What was that one character on the original He-Man?
Orko?
No, not Orko. He wasn't
Zodak.
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 Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you know, like they can go in that direction. His mother was from Earth. You know, she was an astronaut. Like you can add that element in. It is a part of the Masters of the Universe, but it's more the magical element, and you don't need to change that character from what he was to bring that into a story, to bring technology and so forth. Like,
okay, real quick, Orville Nation for $5 super sticker. He's saying, "Keep it up, guys, with a pair."
Thank you.
PJ's one of the best, dude. Thank you so much,
PJ.
PJ. He just keeps growing. He just keeps growing. OrdsBored says, I have some of those. They're basically the same thing, more articulation and different plastic. I love them. That's great. Keep playing with your toys. Mr. Tickle Trunk at Sporking News Podcast. Devil's Advocate. What if the show is about Prince Adam being forced to become He-Man without the sword? Would that justify this bait and switch or even be a great storyline? I'll give you this. If he lost the sword or something happened with the sword where he has to learn to become a leader and overcome fear, not being this all-powerful He-Man.
he could do that, yeah.
I could see that with her being actually almost a protector of him because she is powerful. It's just how they go about doing it.
The first step, yoking her out, was just not the way to go. In my opinion.
That's why I say just like give it a chance because it can still be good.
Can we get a picture of her, though? What does she look like?
In the trailer, she looked like normal.
Right,
She
but
really
I've seen...
Yeah, but those
Hold on, I'll
those
find it.
she didn't look like she did in those preliminary images where they showed like her and Evelyn all together with
like that's I mean I don't mind seeing muscular women like warrior characters.
It didn't
no
look right
problem
on
with
her.
that.
It didn't look right on her.
You have She-Ra, the original She-Ra was strong as hell, right?
Yep.
And she looked like a woman. They didn't need to yoke her out like that. They
No,
can do that. You give me fantasy, all right, and it's not reality. Like you give him a fantasy character, you can give them magic and make them really strong.
Yeah.
Prince Adam is a strong dude. He's still got those muscles. If you
Not
like what
in
Scott
this
was
show.
saying,
Look at him.
No, he's
oh
scrawny.
my god, what is this?
The thing with that
The
promo
rainbows
image,
and shit.
the thing with that promo image of Tila, and I remember my friend Rosetta brought this up, that she has too much of her jawline is too mannish.
Yep.
It's too mannish.
Yeah, I don't like GameStop Tila, man.
I don't mind it. I'm dead serious. I don't mind the look. If I would probably just like I said, adjust the facial features a bit more so she can look
Soften them. Soften the face.
Soften it a bit more.
Right.
And I think other than that, you're good.
Because a muscular woman can be beautiful. We've seen them.
They had half her head shaved too for some reason.
Well, yeah, that too.
It's just that the traditional characters, Evelyn is
There she is, right?
There it is.
That's
right
her
there.
right there.
What's with the hair, bro? Like, she's screaming at me. That woman is asking for my manager. I don't. That's not.
Let me get shaved side. Shaved side.
And look at
That's her
her.
right there. That's
You
her
can
right
tell
there.
from that angle. You can.
Evelyn is a sorceress. She doesn't work on her muscles. She works on her intellect. That's her power. Like that's not a strong character. More of an argument for Tila to have muscles than Evelyn.
Yeah.
Can I say Orko looks awesome though?
I like Orko.
Orko looks cool.
Because he was like comic relief
he's got
back
giant
in the day.
fucking arms too.
Does he
You
really?
can't see it here. Yeah, you can't see it here, but they made him super jacked his arms. It's
I don't
retarded.
mind that, honestly, dude. Like,
So
I
they
don't.
cut to the nines.
He kind of looks like an evil character, you know.
Yeah, but he's a
Orko.
magic user. He doesn't need big arms.
He's a mage, right?
But like I kind of like like you just said, Steven, the change of the eyes, the hat. Like I'm fine with that, updating this stuff. But like, does she look like a woman in the middle, or does she look like a fucking dude?
That's a tranny.
It doesn't look right.
It's too much. Yeah, it's just. And I think it's that, and I do think it's that. Just those
Steven, you're
little
into that, whatever.
Just those. It doesn't even have to be drastic. Just those little changes. Just like soften her jawline and just look in there, and then boom.
Get that ridiculous haircut off her too. She looks awful.
My background is concept design as well. The entire concept is shit. What they did. This is garbage.
Orville
Back to the
Nation.
drawing board. Sorry.
Back to the
That's
drawing.
understandable.
Real
That's
quick,
fair.
Orville Nation,
That's
I
fair.
don't know what you mean by requests, but I do take requests, and Steven does things for money. So if you know what I mean.
$20
so.
is $20. All right, look, I'm trying to make money on YouTube. Whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
He
we
works
know.
hard for
We'll
the
do it.
money.
And that's
So
totally
hard
fair.
for it, honey.
Well, you're right. Notice Sorceress is not popping all her muscles. Right, exactly. And right, so Sorceress is Tila's mother.
Right.
So I mean, Tila should have an aspect that, like, if instead of going the muscular route with her, if they wanted to go the magic route, maybe give her an item or something that's bestowed to her that helps not as powerful as He-Man, but like a good supporting character. Down with that.
The Sorceress looks. She looks perfect.
Great.
She looks perfect.
She looks exactly like she did in the original run. I think I said that in my video. It's
Sexy.
like she looks absolutely perfect.
Nitty.
Yeah. They just gave her a longer, like, loincloth thing in the front. That's
Right.
what they did with
Yeah, that's fine.
That's wrong.
It was more the way they took the original and they basically stuck true to it. They just updated it.
Let me see Skeletor.
Yeah.
Look at Prince Adam, though, man.
Well, Prince Adam looks like he's getting a freaking Starbucks soy latte.
He's
I
like-
think I
He's like, I can hold it. I think I can hold it. I think I can hold it.
He's-
I
he's-
got the power.
He's questioning his gender. He doesn't know what bathroom to go to. Can I just
Man,
say real quick?
Does he
Well,
look
I
like
just
Robert
gotta ask you
Patterson?
The whole idea of him getting a Starbucks, does that make you angry because he's not getting your brand instead?
Tommy, why gotta flip around to ass jokes all the time?
It is a
Tom?
paper cup.
I'm passionate. This
You
is
know
my
what?
He-Man. No,
But does that look like Robert Patterson or one of those younger
I mean,
actors?
guys, didn't we?
really.
Didn't we always get kind of the
It's
feel
Evan.
that?
It's Evan Peters.
Didn't we always kind of get the feel
Yeah,
that
it's
like
more Evan
He-Man and
Peters.
Teela were supposed to hook up at the end? You
Yes.
know, like so.
Yes.
And He-Man was an alpha male, and Teela was an alpha woman. Like so, I don't see that little dude hooking up with that big ass butch broad unless he likes getting stepped on, which I
Skeletor
don't
looks
hate.
good.
Don't king shame.
Okay.
Now, Skeletor
Skeletor
looks good.
Skeletor looks real
Yeah, I'm
good.
good with that.
Dude.
I tell you, I said it before. I don't like what Hamill is doing with his voice.
Because
No.
it's too much like Joker.
Yeah,
It is.
it's
It
it's
sounds
not
just
enough
like the Joker.
Skeletor.
No,
Exactly.
Not
okay.
enough Skeletor.
I got a question for you about that with the Hamill voice. So, okay, so he's been obviously Joker. He was also Hobgoblin. He was also Maximus. I mean, what other
Barlow
villain
Dozai.
voices does he have?
He did that. What was that? The toy guy from the Flash.
Oh,
Where's
the
Man at Arms?
Trickster. He did the
No,
Trickster, yeah.
no, here's the thing. Okay, I'm glad you pointed out. Thank you. Now, here's the thing. All those voices sound similar. Can he do something different?
Nope.
I don't know. And
apparently not.
Can I ask Cleveland? What does Cleveland think about the women in this picture for Orville Nation? For $2, would like to know what Cleveland Brown thinks.
All right, look, first of all, you got a bunch of East German Olympic, well, I don't know, are they supposed to be females? I have no idea. And then you got a fucking robot wearing a goddamn, I don't know, is that a poncho in the back? Why is a robot wearing a poncho? And what the hell is wrong with that fucking little wizard's arm? Look at it. It looks like a goddamn tree branch that Walton got done assaulting. I don't know. He's looking so deviously at the back of that black woman's head. I think he might be a racist. I'm pretty sure that what is he, a furry? Is the little guy with the hat a furry? Not a furry, a furry. You know, a furry, one of those things that flutters around like Tinkerbell or some shit.
Oh, okay.
I think he's about to commit a hate crime. That's why his eyes are so low. Look at him. But I'm concerned about that gentleman in the middle. He doesn't look well. He does not look well. What?
And Cleveland, you brought that up as like
What?
that the black girl, because I think she's a race swap, and I think she's Tila's love interest. I think.
Shut up.
Look, she used to be blind, and then she went to Vietnam and war does strange things to a person. And
I think she's a race swap.
here's Adara. She is
No,
a race.
she is.
Yes, she is
She
a race
is.
swap. They deal.
Yeah,
they,
she's
they
gonna be.
race swap
I
her.
think she's gonna be
That's
Tila's
fine.
love
That's fine.
interest.
But they're going to be a love interest.
No.
So her and that dude Tila are going to be love interests.
Not that there's anything wrong with that, but it's scissor time.
Yeah.
It's not anything wrong with it. It's just it's done to death. It's such a cliche at this.
It
point.
is a cliche. This
It's-
is not
and
the
it's
original
and it's so-
character.
Whoa,
It's
Makini, good
obvious.
call, dude. Good call.
It's obvious. It's like really obvious.
Why are you going to masculinize one of the characters that the original fandom enjoyed? That was, insinuated as a love interest for Prince Adam. Was always there. She was already a strong female character, but now you got to make her a butch, and now she's finger banging. Like why?
Well,
No,
all
come
right.
on.
So here's the most fucked up thing out of all of it, right? They keep saying guys are misogynist, or all this sexiness that's in books and shit, right? but they never once covered this in the original He-Man that they're all banging. Over here, they're making it a point to say that they're lesbians.
There's
nothing wrong with that.
They're obsessed.
The closest
They are
you got.
obsessed.
The closest you got. Sorry, go ahead.
Why don't you just let him finish?
I'm sorry. I'm heated. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
It's a fucking kid's cartoon. Why are they pushing sex in everything right now? We discussed
because
this in
they
the other
love
stream as well.
fetishizing the LGBT.
Indoctrination.
Well, it's the same argument that we got with Star Wars when they pushed with the High Republic and then pushing the trans characters. Like, they're saying like, oh, Star Wars for kids is about space wars and stuff. And I'm like, okay, so why are you putting these two non-binary characters?
You're dealing with nefarious people who don't
you're
mean
trying
what
to have
they
your
say.
cake and eat it too.
Exactly. You're dealing with people that want to indoctrinate others or use use groups. And say they're representing them, but not for the purpose of helping to elevate them. It's only to attack others. It's only to defame. It's only to demoralize people. It's only
to shield them from criticism.
Not only to shield them from criticism, but in such a nefarious way that they don't even care about these groups to which they say they represent. This is not about elevating anyone. It is about disparaging people. It is about being a racist, sexist foe with a piece of fucking shit, or not even worse than that, being nefarious and acting that way. Only to disparage a group of people. This is bullshit. It's also about, like Vinny was saying, sexualizing shit that doesn't need it. We never needed that. The closest we got to any kind of romanticism in a way came from She-Ra, and that's because it was geared toward girls, and girls are like into that kind of stuff. With that, what was that gay ass guy with the heart on his arm? I mean, okay, but anyway, like that's the closest that we got, and no, it wasn't even really referenced. Nowadays, they are taking these properties and they are using them to indoctrinate kids. They're using them to push agenda, use agenda as a shield just to piss off the original fan base because they don't like they see the older fan base as nothing but older white dudes. And as far as they're concerned, no fucking progression ever happened in this country, even though the majority of this country has been white during all of these times of progression by people standing up from all across the board and saying that we should be represented equally under the eyes of the law, socially. We shouldn't be treated any different. That the complete disingenuous nature of these jackoffs who have no talent working in these industries it's fucking ridiculous. I'm sick of covering it. I can't even make videos because I'm heated. I don't even want to see it. I don't even want to look at it. But what really pisses me off above all the lying snake bullshit that these people are saying is how they are trying to gear these properties toward children and how they are trying to have these discussions with children. We can't enjoy that we should be on top of the mountain right now waiting for this series to come out, waiting for He-Man to come out, a new He-Man, so we can share it with our kids. But we can't do that. Like we couldn't do it with Star Trek, we couldn't do it with Star Wars because it's garbage and it's not even genuine in its representation. It's all about destroying people, destroying culture, attacking people, making them feel worthless. Fuck the industry. This show is not going to be good. I'm gonna try it. We'll see, but I don't trust it.
Amen, brother. Amen.
Nah, well said, dude. I agree, and you're right. You're dealing with unreasonable people, and you can't reason with unreasonable people. That's just it.
Well, to be fair, the whole lesbian thing is rumor at this point, speculation. So let's not get enraged until we have something to get enraged about.
No, I'm not enraged by that. I'm just saying it's the signs are just kind of it just looks
right because the dude in the middle looks like he wants to bang the chick next to him.
Listen, I get that it's obvious. I'm just saying, let's not flip out and get pissed off until we actually have a reason.
Well, because you have a point because
Red had a reason, Red. I get what you're saying. Keep your mind open, and I understand. Look, I've even made the argument that maybe we've become too hyper defensive, and we look at things, and I do too sometimes. But
a lot.
It's so overtly obvious. Like
you love trees.
That's the what that I can see it. I look at this and I see it. Like, why is Evelyn yoked out? She's a witch. She should not. She's a sorceress. She should not be.
Listen, bitch about that all you want. I agree. I'm just saying when things are speculation, let's keep it speculation.
Exactly.
All right.
And that's the thing.
ETEP. What's up, man?
And then Tommy, ETEP. I thought you were going to say
something. Yeah, I was saying, you're talking about this being speculation, and Mad's Mama Bear said it in the chat. Absolutely. it is speculatory right now, and that's one big problem. And I've been saying this, and this is why I kind of stepped back from the fandom menace. This is shit like that. It's like one little thing gets dropped and then it spreads, and it's like you said, it's kind of like variant timelines in Loki, which is that's a story for another time. But it just spreads throughout, and it's like, you know, you get all these speculatory, and then it's like, oh well, why didn't it happen? Well, we didn't give it a chance. You know, shit like that.
I get it, Etep. I get that.
And that's it. I'm still willing to give the show a chance, absolutely, because I want it to be good. I'm cautiously optimistic. I think that's what I said in my video. Cautiously optimistic, because the art in the trailer looked great. You know, the animation looks wonderful. It's like I said, it's by the same people who did Castlevania. Cool. But how is the story going to progress? Are they gonna mess up the lore and the mythos? Are you going to bury the title character? Are you going to bury the title character? You know, that's what I'm looking for.
Can I address what Mads is saying for a moment?
Yeah, go ahead.
Because she has short hair. No. It's
yes.
No, because it's pointing out.
It's shaved.
It's okay.
I love you, Mads. I'm just playing around. I'm playing around, dude.
Let me provide an example for you.
Go ahead.
That teaser pic for My Adventures of Superman that has the pixie cut Lois in that. I didn't think she was lesbian at all. She looks very tomboyish some ways, but not lesbian at all. With this, it's the short hair adding on top of how kind of more male her features are.
She was just gonna freaking arm wrestle Arnold Schwarzenegger. Sorry,
that's what I'm trying to say. It's not just the short hair. Because because that can be that's proven false.
No, that's short hair on some women is hot.
It's just you have that on top of. It's just that's kind of part of the other things that we're addressing.
And it's also the push to like the stereotypical push that we see from disingenuous people, creators who are pushing this type of stuff without actually caring about, you know, the group they're trying to represent. They go straight to the stereotype because they don't know that group. They don't understand it.
It goes back to the concept design of it. Look at what they did to her. They covered up her chest completely, so there's no hint of even cleavage. They put pants on. It looks like she has a bulge there. The hair, the jawline, the muscles, the stance. The stance isn't even feminine. Because the way that the character would fucking stand, you'd have the hip jutting out to the side or something. No, they took all of that shit away. Anything that even resembles a little bit of sexiness to a female or femininity, is out the window completely.
Look, you could if you want to design this character and make her like a muscular, you don't even have to go with muscular. You could go with like a fitness competitor, nice athletic tone, kind of more like leaning into like the CrossFit style of it. You could give her wider shoulders, still give her a feminine bust line, a nice shaped waist, and really you could probably, she's gonna have some big ass legs. Go heavier on the thighs a little bit,
right?
But yeah, you which ain't no problem with that at all. Ain't no problem with that at all. You know what I'm saying? But no, really. But you could draw her, create this character, make her athletic and warrior-like and still ultra feminine, but they're just fucking lazy. They're just like, it'll be fine. Stereotype the fuck out of it. That's all she is.
Mads, I get what you're saying. Absolutely. I have no problem with it with strong women, but you can make it feminine. You know, it doesn't need to be.
I mean, dude, we've said this 1,000 times. Like,
it's about making the women look like a man.
That's all. No. Let me just finish what I'm fucking saying.
Let's on this.
It's no, because I love Mads and I know where she's coming from and I understand that. But we have said this 1,000 goddamn times. I am so sick of seeing a woman that looks so masculine. Like, why can't a woman look like a woman and still kick the shit out of me? Because that's what I want. That's what I want to see. Like, yes, there will be women.
That's what I pay for.
But that's what I mean. Like, we've said it 1,000 goddamn times, and it's like this question comes up every time, and it's not Mads. I'm not.
No, I'm glad Mads is in the chat putting.
I am, because someone needed to say that question, because that question comes up all the time. Oh, what's a haircut? What's this? It's not. It's like, take it all into context. The jawline, the shoulders, the no chest, the no shape in the hips. There is nothing about that screams I'm a woman. Now, if you want to change the character to a transgender, let us know that. If you want to get away from feminine power, then get away from it. There are characters that look feminine in anime that will beat the shit out of every dude in the show. That's hot. That is like cool as shit.
But it's fantasy too, right? I mean, so you're looking at fantasy women.
Exactly.
With
Sorry
power.
if that came off like I was coming at Mads. I was.
Oh, no.
I'm coming at that idea of sexy and feminine can't be powerful. I'm so sick of us having to always argue that.
Okay.
And you can get over.
It goes into the problem with, and I'm gonna deviate from this because it's relation to She-Ra. When people had problems with, people didn't like the first look of the new She-Ra. Their always detractor was, you didn't like it because you can't jerk off to it, and that's just such a straw man. It's such a bad faith argument.
That's a lie. I could jerk off
It's a
to
lie.
anything.
It's like, no, we wanted to say it. No, it's just this design is very much too. This design is a lot more radicalized compared to the original, and you want to stay true to the original. And plus, many people were saying that with She-Ra's was like she was looking a lot like a boy in some ways.
Right. Well, this picture I have up right now is Andrea. Or Andrea, however you want to say it.
Andra,
the original Andra. So there is one thing I could say, like, where some people, how do I switch to my next one without showing all my DMs? This one says, so, you know, they go through the whole thing, and at the very end, well, let's hope it doesn't come to that. So you're an old friend of Tila. We served together. Now, does that mean they served between each other's legs? No. But they known each other for quite some times. They worked closely together. And now anytime there was that female relationship prior, it has to be lesbian or gay now. Like, why can't they just be platonic friends?
It's the same. It's the same thing we see. It's what we're seeing nowadays is that, you know, two guys in fiction, they can't be They can't be just friends. You can't just have like a bromance because it was always insinuated that they have the hots for each other, and it works both genders. It works on both genders because, you know, shippers and such. You know, it's this kind of mentality that like we can't be two guys in fiction just can't be friends.
This is it right here. The deconstruction of gender.
Yep.
That's what they want. They want
exactly.
the idea. This is an attack on social norms. Okay,
Oh,
like I'm
yeah.
sorry. Like that's all this is. It's an attack on social norms because it used to be a woman like She-Ra could look like a woman and still be the most powerful person in her story. Now,
well, they did the same thing for
powerful.
They did the same thing for Bionic Woman. They did the same thing for Wonder Woman. They did the same thing for Spider Woman.
Yes.
Even She-Hulk. Even though She-Hulk was slightly bigger than an average woman,
Right,
she wasn't so
sexy.
huge. She wasn't so huge that she looked buff. She didn't look like China from WWE. Okay, and
Now
here's
she's
part of the
like
problem.
Tommy, let me ask you a question, Tommy, and then say what you're gonna say.
Okay.
If it was, when was Batman vs Superman the movie?
2016.
If that came out today, would Gal Gadot be Wonder Woman?
Probably not.
I don't know. I don't know if I can.
I think a lot of people in 2016 were upset with her body style.
Oh, they were. They were.
Until she was in the movie.
I was one of them.
I would argue, Scott, it was a twofold because they were either angry at the fact that one, Gal Gadot wasn't. She didn't have the built for Wonder Woman. Or they were mad at her because she served in the Israeli army.
No, see, now this is the thing. When it comes to Gal Gadot, Wonder Woman, all right, like I like Gal Gadot. I think she did the character fine. But here we have an instance where I expect an Amazon. I expect a muscular woman. Where I want to see a muscular woman in that role because that's what she is. But you know, and then you turn around and you get Tila. I was like, Tila's athletic would have been fine. I understand a warrior. Okay, I can understand that, but not yoked out with a man face. And you know, if you want to give us characters, there are all different kinds of people in the world. If you want to give us a more homely woman or a handsome woman who's yoked out, a strong character. Do that. Give me a well-written character like that. I might like it. I might really enjoy it. But don't take traditional characters and change them to fit the way that you want to represent whatever. Like that.
Well, the original Wonder Woman wasn't even really built though, Stephen. The original Wonder Woman was very slim.
I enjoy the later versions of Wonder Woman where she's got shoulders and she's got arms.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see the Amazon.
But the Isling girl puts it perfect too. Sarah Connor's Islington. I got it right one time at least. I love her though.
Mac, keep correcting him. Thank you.
Sarah Connor was yoked out.
Yeah, she was athletic,
but she still looked nothing like those pictures. Those pictures change the gender of Teela. Like, she has broad shoulders. She has thin hips. She looks like a man, dude. I will.
She's sporting the Michelle Obama as well.
Now, what year is that?
93.
There you go.
Yeah, this is one of the only
Brian Bolin right there.
Yeah, I mean, but she's a little larger. I mean, it's still athletic.
Yeah, it's not bad. I mean, but yeah, she's still. I mean, look, you get some. You get some good fight sequences in there.
Yeah.
I mean,
boob pop. Oh no, she's breaking her arm. She's breaking her arm. My bad.
You can do that, and also at the Amazons, for instance, you could give gay. There's definitely they're lesbians. You know what I mean? Like there's definitely lesbians in it. You can do a whole bunch of lesbian representation with the Amazon stories, and have a strong woman, a muscular. You could do all that and do it right, where it's not offensive. Right. It's easy to do when you have creators who care about the content. That's the problem.
I want to get back to the point that I was trying to make before.
Yeah, go please. I'm sorry.
So but I wanted to talk about what Stephen was talking about earlier and what you said also, Scott. When you were talking about a lot of these companies when they're taking things in the direction and people automatically start getting offended, and they, as some people in the chat are saying, you're not even giving it a chance before it comes out. Right. It's not even so much the problem with the material that they're coming out with. It's the lying. It's the lying, and it's the bullshit, and it's the backpedaling. And it's the same kind of nonsense we've seen from, what was his name? Taiki Watiti, that jackass. And all these other phonies like Ryan Johnson, J.J. Abrams, Michael Bay, Klutzman, all these morons that they keep lying, and people keep saying, well, why don't you give them a chance? We gave them a chance the first time that they put content out and they lied. And then they continue to lie and keep creating more of this nonsense narrative that they keep spinning into every show after. And the fact that Kevin Smith has already lied repeatedly about it, and the company that is putting it out, Netflix, has even freaking confirmed that he's lying about it, because they're saying that the show is going to start off being about Teela. And it doesn't matter if the show is just starting off. The way they're saying it is this show is going to deal with Teela bringing all these heroes together and finding the sword. That is going to be a lot longer than a 2-episode arc. I'm sorry. If you can't see into that, and you really think it's only going to be a couple episodes and they're going to jump right to He-Man, you're not only being fooled, but you're fooling yourself.
Tommy. Let me play devil's advocate just for a second, because if you have one of the core characters who are going on a quest in order to save the hero, that can be done right. Yes, that can be done right.
Yes, it can.
But it's the problem, like Tommy was saying, we have been talked down to, screwed over. Our characters, our modern mythologies have been destroyed, used to berate us and attack us. Creators openly just attacking the fan base we've been dealing with for years. So it's hard to trust. It's hard to trust anything.
And you're right. But I also want to add on to what Tommy is saying, what we were saying earlier. The thing is, Mads has a point. Is that, okay, I'll give you an example. The Black Superman. J.J. Abrams' Black Superman. All we have is just, it's going to be a Dark Toon Superman whose name is Kal-El, Black Superman whose name is Kal-El, and who is and it's going to be done by Bad Robot, and it's going to be written by Ta-Nehisi Coates. That's all we know now. So, and I was talking with Mads about this, is that, despite how we feel, we should at least give it a chance and wait until we see the script, until we see more and more information put out before we assume judgment.
I understand. Wait, not wait, because real quick, Makini, I'll let you finish the point, but they're doing that on purpose, Mock. They
Right.
want us to react.
Right.
Yep.
And I for somebody who's more of a normie about this, and some people who are more normies about this who haven't seen this stuff
didn't
that
grow
we're
up with
seeing,
it.
who hasn't been through this stuff that we're having to deal with, then yeah, I agree. For me, however, for somebody like me who has seen Coates' work, who has seen how he handles and how he treats other people, how he's online and such, I can't support this. But Matt has a great point, is that we don't know yet.
Mads does have a great point, just like Gaze has a good point.
Information we don't know yet.
I get that. I understand being hyper, like we're hyper defensive. At least I am, and I admit that.
I am too.
As soon as I get a whiff of it, I'm like, it's going to be terrible. And there's a lot of us that have been, have looked forward to some of these stories, and a lot of us are Star Wars fans that look forward to the sequel trilogy and got shit on. EU fans got shit on. There's a lot of us out there that you can point to and say and understand why we're all critical of these things. And I'm going to watch it. I'm going to give it a chance.
Well, that's the thing, Steven. Wait a minute, real quick. That's the thing, Steven. This whole new thing all of a sudden in the last few weeks, we can't be angry before we see something. Fuck that, dude.
We're defensive.
If I see something that looks like shit, I'm going to call it out. And if I like it after I called it shit, I'm going to admit that I like it.
You don't need
nothing
to
is exempt from criticism. Nothing is exempt from criticism.
Yeah, but you don't need to take a bite.
For that.
You don't need to take a bite of a turd sandwich to know that it's shit. That's all I'm saying.
Yes, I know.
I have to eat the turd. I want to hear from Red and Nick, McCabe and Nick Weiser. What do you guys think?
I'll let McCabe go first.
Matt drew attention to something that I said just in the chat. Essentially I said, as much as we rag on activists and everything, we really do have to rein in our own bloodlust with regard to these things.
Right.
And I'll put it out there. I'll admit that I have difficulty reining in my own bloodlust with regard to these things. I do make snap to judgments. But at the same time, we have been burned so many times. Again and again and again. However, even in spite of that, I think we have to wait for the work to speak for itself.
I like to say I agree with you, but I have been the guy who has just wait, guys. This one will be better. Just wait. Don't.
That's what I was, bro.
So, and I've gotten to the point now where I'm gonna react because that's what I'm here to do. And if I'm wrong, I will admit I am wrong and I will move on. But there's so many telltale signs that pop up that they're like, well, guys, don't jump to conclusion when her shoulders are bigger than an inside linebacker's. Her waist is smaller than, fucking Bruce Lee, and
there are certain
her
red
chin
flags,
is stronger than mine. Yeah, exactly.
I'll
go
admit
ahead.
that.
Please finish. I'm sorry.
And
I get excited.
So many red flags. I think someone mentioned in the chat that one of the writers on this show has a down with the patriarchy thing on their profile, and that's a red flag. The promo images that we saw of Tila and whatnot, that's a red flag. However, as we saw in the trailer, the animation looks phenomenal, especially when you compare it to shit shows like She-Ra. Right. It looks like people actually put effort into it.
Yes.
So I suppose that's a good thing. But
I gotta say something there, Nick.
It's all really in the marketing surrounding the show and not the show itself.
The trailer was awesome.
It's not necessarily the story itself. It's not necessarily the show itself. It's the people around the show that sets off our alarm bells.
Yes, sir. Thank you. That's a very good way of putting it. It's not I look at that animation and I see I actually like that Prince Adam is small and then He-Man is jacked. Because even as a freaking 8-year-old kid, I always wondered, he looks the same. He's a little bit more jacked. He's not much more jacked.
Yeah, Prince Adam was big.
Prince Adam was huge, dude. Yeah. Tell me that guy couldn't take care of himself.
I get slimming him down a little bit, but not not to that point. But not to that point.
But it's just I think it's the angle we're looking at. He just looks a little slender, not muscular.
He looks like Jerry Seinfeld in the puffy shirt.
That's right.
He looks like a teenager.
But it goes to show you how powerful that sword is.
Okay. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
It reminds me of Pride from the Deadly Sins. Like he just gets fucking massive. I don't know. I kind of think that's cool, but I can understand purists that do not. And Mads, we love you. Don't be tired of wanting to find. I want Marvel to be great. I want House of the Dragon to be great. I want it.
We don't want things to be shit. The majority of us aren't wishing for things to fail.
Nope.
We want these things to be excellent. We want the new, for instance, me. I want, the new Harry Potter. I want the new Game of Thrones. I want the new,
new Star Wars.
Yeah, Star Wars. I want something to invest my time and energy into.
Yep.
But things nowadays are just constantly disappointing me.
Right, and it's consistently, and you've had fan bases who have been, like I said, attacked
and it's hard. It's hard to keep the faith, so to speak. Yep. It's hard not to rein in one's own bloodlust and to make snap judgments.
Hail to everybody who still is an optimist. Hail to my Mama Bear out there. I'm sorry, real quick, man. Hail to Gaze who's saying, just wait till we see it. Hail everybody in the chat who's saying that. Everybody on YouTube or everybody out there saying, let's just see it first. I get it. Thank you for being voices of reason. Thank you very much. My point, from my perspective, like Scott was saying, I wanted to see new Star Trek. Them Star Trek movies that started out okay, alternate universe, but then they turn it into Discovery and it's garbage. That stabbed me in the heart, the destruction of that canon. Star Wars, like Scotty was saying, held on. Okay, it's got to get better. These new people are doing these shows. I hope it gets better. I'm covering The Mandalorian with Nerd Cookies, trying all the way up to the Luke Skywalker scene at the end of Mando, and I'm like, okay, yes, this is the direction I want to go in, holding out hope. And then what happens? They fired Gina, and then we get more attacks from the story group and the High Republic. It's just. I am so tired of being betrayed. I'm tired of these companies hiring people that are they're out on social media, loud and proud, being ignorant, and then putting out piss poor content. I'm hyper defensive. And when I saw people out on Twitter, when I saw the YouTubers that I follow out on Twitter all saying the same thing, I saw Stephen Wayne out there doing what Stephen Wayne does. Hail that brother. The Data Racer, everybody out there doing their thing, and I'm like, everybody's coming down on this. Why? And there is a part of me that's like Mads. It's like, we got to give it time. We got to see it. Or like Red, we got to give it time to see it. But, when we sit down and really talk about it, when I sit down with my friends who I've been through this with the last couple of years and really think about everything that has been given to us, all the stories that have come out, the children, the Nickelodeon putting, the Gay Pride and the Children's Channel, Blue's Clues. When I see all of the different things, all the different people, the entire scope of what's going on in entertainments, I look at one little thing, I get one whiff, and I'm like, all right, this is garbage. This is more woke garbage. This is more.
You get turned off.
I'm completely turned off. It's hard for me to stay objective. I was writing books about this because I'm tired of it. I'm on YouTube because I'm tired of it. I'm fighting for my modern myths. What I see represented in this, some of the aspects of what I'm hearing from He-Man does not represent what I wanted to see, or a continuation or honoring or an expansion of that lore. I'm getting whiffs of woke bullshit, and I'm defensive. I'm going to check it out, and if I'm wrong, if it's good, I will praise it.
I want to hear from Gaze and Nick Weiser. I want to hear from Nick Weiser and Gaze, but I want to also say, Mads, maybe for a lot of people, not for me. I went into WandaVision thinking it was going to be a freaking mess, woke piece of shit. I fucking loved the first.
No! I thought it was going to be awesome.
I was worried, and I went. When I'm pleasantly surprised, I'm pleasantly surprised. I won't go in loving anything anymore because I got to defend my heart. All right, Red.
Well, to respond to Steven a little bit, and you actually. I think we're kind of having an oversimplification of things here, right? Because I was also once the guy that said, the next one will be better. Just hold out for the next one. Yep. I'm not that guy anymore. Like, don't get me wrong. I've been critical of this. I have 2 videos of this being critical of it. What I'm saying is we have plenty of things to bitch about just with what we've been provided with. We don't need to make shit up to be angry about preemptively. Right. So, like the whole lesbian thing or whatever, is it probably going to happen? Probably. It wouldn't surprise me. But I mean, let's not jump all over that until
With
there's
you
a
on
reason
that.
to.
With you on that.
Muscular Tila, it looks like shit. I agree. Haircut, whatever. Get out of here.
That's what I have a problem
It's-
with. The lesbian thing, I don't know.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying. Is I'm not even saying give it a chance and watch it. Like if you don't want to, don't. I don't care. I'm just saying let's not be them. Let's not get outraged. Just let's not look for shit to get outraged over before there is something. There, like I said, there's plenty of stuff to get outraged about. Just looking at it, there's plenty of stuff to pick apart. Pick that apart. And wait and see if there's more to be pissed off about.
Yeah.
That's pretty much all I'm saying. Like, I'm not in any way, shape, or form expecting this to be good. I want to. I really want to. But
like this, Matt, who's saying you can't be excited?
Well, no, I understand what she's saying. That's the same reason. When I looked on Twitter. I'm sorry, Mac. Real quick. When I looked on Twitter and I saw everybody coming down on it, I was like, I didn't. That was kind of my reaction, and so I understand where Matt is coming from.
I don't sit on. I can't do social media because of that shit.
And so, Matt, I understand. Be excited. If you're excited, you know what? I want you to be excited for it. Anybody out there,
and
please.
Is anybody coming at you? Because that would piss me the fuck
No,
off.
you know what it is? It's honest to God, you hang around a lot of people, and a lot of people are feeling the same way. You feel like you're in a corner. You feel like you're by yourself. You know what I mean? And I understand. I totally understand that. So, Mads, it ain't like that here. We welcome you. We welcome your opinion, anybody's opinion. Like we want to hear that because we need that balance. Thank you very much, sweetie.
The only thing I am upset with is Kevin Smith, and actually I'm not. The last stream we were just on, I said, you know what? The guy said he didn't watch it because he was 14, and now he got the job. He pretending like he loves it. Whatever.
I mean, that could very well be the truth right there.
That's what I think it is.
I'll admit this about myself. I came late to Star Wars.
Yeah.
I'm only just now getting into Battlestar Galactica.
Yeah.
I'm only just now starting to read the Dune novels. So a lot of these things, I began my stuff with, like Harry Potter and Lord of the Rings.
Harry Potter.
But now I'm sort of getting into other things now. So, so is it possible that this guy is like a late bloomer?
Yeah, it could. I mean, I see what you're saying. Nick, you haven't had a chance, Wiser. What do you got to say, too?
All right, so first off, I mean, I'm going to put it this way. I'm going to be very fair here. I don't know where Mads' perspective is coming from, so I can only take what she says with a grain of salt, respectfully, of course. Now, here's the thing. I don't know if she's coming from a normie of fandom or if she's someone who's deep into a specific lore, whether it's Marvel, DC, Doctor Who, etc., etc. Now, I don't know where she's come from, so I can't really comment on that, but I will say this, though. The whole I'm tired of it not being okay. You be excited for what you're excited for.
Yes.
Personally, I don't give a shit what people like that I like. If I happen to like what they like, great, awesome. But I was on the same panel with sorry, my voice is getting cracky. I was on the same panel with Comics Division when Mandalorian Season 2 came out. We both had a lot of disagreements on that, but we still get along. I'm on a panel with him Monday night. We're still buds. So that's just how the cookie crumbles. But also at the same time, no thing is exempt from criticism, especially in 2021.
Right.
Now, you can tune it out and just skim past it. I do. I mean, or just take it with a grain of salt. Now, that all said, coming from my perspective, I grew up really big into Marvel and quite a bit of Star Wars. I look at the names of the writers. I look at the producers. I look at who's attached. I pay attention to their history. I see the games that they play. I see the social media activity. I see what they lead with for promotion. Are they promoting the story? Are they promoting the appearance of the demographic? Yeah, look at all these things. You got to put the dominoes here, see where they're assembling, and see where they're going to knock the pieces down, because that's what they're doing. These, as I said earlier, we're dealing with unreasonable people. And Ta-Nehisi Coates is a definitive example of that. Yes, we have not seen it, but look at what he's done with his body of work with Captain America. Even with Black Panther, he fucked that one up too. He somehow fucked up Black Panther too. Mm-hmm. I gave the first arc of that. How much more money does someone need to spend to keep being disappointed? How much more money does one need to spend? Like, and this is for anyone, really. This is not just for her. This is for anyone. How much more money do we need to just keep dropping and say, all right, enough is enough. I'm sick of paper. It's kind of like a boyfriend or girlfriend that is constantly shitty toward you. How many times do you need to keep going back to them and say, this is going to get better. This is going to get better. And then you're just like, I fucking had enough.
We should be hiring writers from Japan who've been doing manga.
Well, obviously, we know that. We know that. That's like saying Snow is white.
You're basically describing an abused housewife at that point.
That's what dealing with this is for us, is what I'm trying to get at. Because we're on the inside of this, we see it differently than the person who's on the outside of the relationship. We see it differently, and that's why we view it. Whether anyone agrees with that, that's fine. Disagree with it, that's fine. Yeah. But that's why we're more reactive. It's kind of like when you live with someone. Sorry, Scott. No. When you live with someone, you're a bit more reactive to things because you're around them every other minute of the day. Yeah. We are around these particular fandoms all the time. So we have a bit of a magnifying glass compared to someone who sees it from the outside world. We see that magnifying glass and we look for those A-B details. And yes, we want to love things. It would be idiotic for me to, especially it's 2021. Tickets are $10 to $15 for a movie. If I'm going to spend that type of money, I want to enjoy the fucking movie because I love my extra buttered popcorn, but I want to enjoy a flick too. It doesn't make sense for me to go into wanting to hate a movie. Like I went into the first Wonder Woman like, oh boy, I'm worried it's going to be a feminist lecture. I ended up enjoying the first Wonder Woman. I still go back to it every now and then. Yep. I watch it. It's a good, solid DC Comics movie. And I still stand by the first half of WandaVision. I still stand by that first half. And I was ready for that shit with a woke radar.
Yeah, same here.
Hey, Nick, one of the things that these older movies, what they used to do in the old movie theaters at one time, they used to stand behind the work that these companies put out, like these, production companies. When they put something in their theaters, they would stand behind it. And a lot of them, they would either exchange your ticket for another movie, or you might even be able to get your money back at one time.
Yes, they no longer confidence in the product.
Right, they no longer do that, and then they wonder why people get upset. And I don't want anybody to get me wrong in the chat. I'm not saying that you shouldn't go watch it or you shouldn't like it if you do. I'm not saying that, but you need to be prepared. The possibility you may be getting disappointed from everything that these people have put out so far, all the things that they said. And you know what, TT? Yes, I realize it's not just one person, but when you've got somebody like Kevin Smith or Watiti or any of these other idiots like Johnson saying something, and these studios are not countering what they're saying, then it is pretty much the entire company that is saying, hey, this is okay to do this. Because they're responsible for every employee that works for them or speaks on their behalf.
Yeah.
And they should step up to the plate and say, no, this isn't right. We all don't feel that way. But they never do.
Well, I got to add to this, too, because, Tommy, you're right, and Nick is right as well. And here's the other thing. Not only are we close to this, like, I've worked in this industry. I see how they are. I know how they are. I see how they talk about fandom. That's one of the reasons why I left it. That's why I decided to do my own books, because they treat people like shit. And we are just nothing but a dollar sign. And whatever shit that they want to put out there, the wokeness, whatever, they expect us all to eat it. Grab it with both hands and just consume. That's how they are. And it's sick. And on top of everything else, I had an inside source. I know a little bit more about what's going to happen with this He-Man shit, including that Kevin Smith is just the name that they attached to it. He has no real involvement in this fucking thing.
Yeah, I got to say one thing, too. I think Mr. Tickletrunk's next couple things in the chat here are perfect. Like, I could rip a fucking show apart before I even know the title of it if I see one thing that upsets me, but that's fandom. Like, I don't know, as long as I've been in fandom, we argue about shit. Like, even before Star Wars went to Disney, we argued about the prequels to the originals. We argue about everything. This is it's not that we're gonna, like, tell anybody to hate it. It's not that we're trying to tell anybody to dislike this or don't go in enjoying it. But I might argue with you about He-Man till, like, it seems like I can't stand it. And after the first episode, I'll be like, that was the best fucking show ever. That's just fandom. You know, like
I
want to make sure. And Matt, Makini, go ahead, man. I just want to make sure, like Mads understands. Like no one was, like she was arguing her point, and I loved it. And I hope she didn't take any of that personal because that's just what we do in the fandom. We argue.
Yeah.
I think everybody's really hypersensitive right now, and I'm not saying Mads. Like the whole fandom, people are fucking like I've seen shit said about people. And I've been staying out of it because I don't like to get involved in people's drama, but I've been seeing shit said about people I like on Twitter from people within the fandom that is fucking just wrong, people. It's just fucking wrong. People you were watching a week ago, now you can't stand because they said one fucked up thing. Like,
Hell, bionic belly
come
button.
on.
Let Max speak.
Yeah,
man.
Max, don't tell me what the fuck to do on
Fuck
my
you.
stream.
Let him talk. I cut him off.
All right, go ahead, Matt.
It's not a fandom problem. It's a human problem. We
Are we getting deep with this shit?
Yes.
Yeah,
and
we
I'm
are.
Fucking fandom, man.
No, okay, let me explain.
Okay, explain. Fucking fandom.
Us as people, that's just us. We can't, a lot of people who are in this community, who are in any community, when they see something that they don't like, they can't bite their tongue. Some of us have to say it because we feel better saying it rather than just having to
take it in the ass.
Having to just well, that metaphorically, but just having to just sit aside and just say, be happy about it. It's like people are allowed to. That's how it is. People want to say something, and I know everybody in this chat, everybody in this community, they can't help it. They can't help themselves. They want to. If they see something that they think might be bad, if they see something that's just wrong, they want to speak up and say something about it. And however, regardless of how I feel, regardless of how we feel about certain properties, how this is crap, this is bad, this is good, this is bad, it should never go to the point where we're having to talk down to other people for liking the thing that we despise.
Has that happened on this stream?
No.
Has it fucking happened on this stream?
No.
Okay, I want to make sure that is a point. Like, everybody's screaming at each other. That's what we do. I don't want anybody's feelings hurt in my chat, in the stream, but shit does happen out there. Is that what you're saying? Like, out in the Twitterverse?
Because I have talked with Mads.
Sorry, I'm getting excited
There have been people who have talked her down, who have told her
they're fucking assholes.
Because she
then tell them to fuck off. That's not cool to do that to her. That's not cool at all.
Come here, man. You got a hole.
And the thing is, we're guilty of that too. I am serious. I have hated The Last Jedi. I have hated Lucasfilm's this, and I feel like I have had, and I feel like I feel guilty in that I probably have insulted people who actually did, not understanding that there are people in this community and people in this board who loves what Disney Star Wars done, who loves these properties, who loves what they do.
You're talking about people
and
who aren't.
Who welcome. Okay. They should all feel welcome. They should not feel like
time out. Time out. I'm sorry. There is a difference. There is a difference between Makini. If you legitimately went after somebody and tried to make them feel bad, then somebody's feeling. Let me finish. Somebody's feelings getting hurt, because what I learned in recovery, I can't control how anybody feels. Mm-hmm. I can't make anybody feel a certain way. If something I said bothered somebody, that's because something they let bother them. So you got to understand, like, I can't control the world. I don't have that much power. If something I said upset somebody, but my intent wasn't to upset them, my intent wasn't even involving them, I can't be held accountable for that. Now, I can understand what you're saying, though. I can understand, like, if you're in a fandom where you love The Last Jedi, but when the Phantom Menace was at its height, you're sitting in with the Phantom Menace, then what the fuck?
Shout out to Chris Knight.
Yeah, Chris Knight is a king. He stood his ground. He made his case. We all would laugh and joke and argue and scream at each other. If you can't handle that, then there's other fandoms that will be nicer about that show. Look at me. I fucking love Game of Thrones, Song of Ice and Fire. I get made fun of every time I see Gary. Every time I saw Doomcock, they would rip on me because I still think the books are coming out.
Hey, Scott, and let me add on to that when you're talking about that just real quick.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, here's the thing: like people, they get their feelings hurt or whatever because they can't have a heated debate about something. And you know what? Quite honestly, I would like to say I feel bad for people that get hurt feelings over that, but that's really not my problem. You know what? I have a friend of mine. This friend of mine, I've known him since I was like 11 years old. Both of us grew up watching Star Wars and He-Man, Battlestar, all the same stuff. We do not have the exact same views on everything. We sure as hell don't have the exact same views on Star Wars. And if you were to hear some of the arguments that me and him have over Star Wars, you would swear we were the worst enemies. But in the end, we could sit there and go back and forth on it, just about scream and yell at each other. One step away, maybe me knocking his teeth out. But we can still walk away friends because you know what? We understand, okay, well, he's got a different opinion. I got a different opinion. That's the way it should be. And if people are really getting that hurt over, they really need to reevaluate themselves.
What's upsetting them?
Go ahead. Passionate. That's all.
What I'm saying is, it's not telling them that, you know, talking down to them because of what they like that we don't like. It's telling them that they shouldn't be speaking up on what they like on something that we didn't like.
Okay, so that's never happened in the Fourth Wave, a stream I've been on, because I would have told the person telling anybody that to go shut it the fuck up. Right, Makini? Like, have I ever told you not to love what you love?
That's what I'm saying.
But now we're creating shit because no one in this fandom, in this stream, in Rogue Entertainment, in the Fourth Wave, has ever told anyone how to feel.
Hell no.
Hell no, man. Now, we might have said something that might have cut a little bit, but that's because, like, you like something that I don't like. But I don't mean to hurt anybody. I don't mean, like, if I think she looks like a dude, she looks like a dude. Now, I never said they were going to be banging each other, but hey, you know, like Red said, it kind of looks like they could go that route.
Yeah, and if you're into chicks that look like dudes, that's fine.
But like, Makini, none of us and you could, please tell me if you've ever seen any different in one of my streams where I told you, or anybody in the chat, or anybody on my panel, not, like, you're an idiot for liking what you like. Like, look at Chris Knight, who's going to be on this channel either this week or next week. Like, he loves The Last Jedi, and I bust his balls about it. I got more hate because I didn't like The Mandalorian when it first came out. I had people telling me I was a hater. I dislike everything. And guess what? That show still sucks in my mind. But you know what? They love it. So I can't fight them on that. I just defend what I believe.
You still have... I'm sorry. Whenever you're ready, because I got a whole bunch built up.
That's just what I'm coming.
Just release it, Walton.
No one's
Just
attacking
release
you
it.
either, Mock. I hope you know that, brother.
It's just that speaking with Mads personally, because we're good friends about this. She's had those experiences where I can understand it. She's probably come to this week where people have told her to not say anything about what she is excited about.
But then that's not a good friend.
Yeah, that's not a friend. No, it's a shitty human being.
Now, I might react stupid. I could see what you're saying, though, Makini. Like, she might say, like, oh, I can't wait till Bumblebee Susie comes out. And I'm like, oh, that fucking sucks.
Or if somebody who loves this community, someone who loves the people here,
yes,
who is excited, but they may be afraid themselves of wanting to show that excitement because they know they're going to get
this community, though.
No, they just might. Let me reference just something that just happened not too recently. Don't want to get too far into it, but somebody had a comment about people believing rumors and said it in a way that, you know, I mean, to be honest, a lot of the rumors that are said, turn out to be nothing. They're nothing burgers. They seem to be like just content. Now, I love just about everybody in this community, and I don't like seeing my friends fight. But when I see a fandom for a specific YouTuber coming with vitriol, coming after someone else, because not only was the information that was taken, the statement taken out of context, but it was said to insult the creator and everyone in that fandom. If I had taken it that way, I would have been called a retard myself. And that is not the statement that was made. But you had an entire electrified memes, nasty. I couldn't even make a joke.
Stuff I saw
nasty stuff. I couldn't even make a joke. I just tried to make everybody laugh. I just came out with something. I was like, hey, let's not take ourselves too seriously. And people that I've worked with, even my own cover artist for the Fandom Menace volumes came at my neck because people are so hyper defensive or offensive. Because let's face it, we've trained Spartans around here. If you feel like you're under attack, we defend ourselves and we go on the attack because we've been attacked for so long. Yeah. But it's gotten to the point where it's uncalled for. The level of hyperbole is uncalled for. And that's when it comes down to leaders in the community to talk to one another, not lose their fucking heads, not fall into their ego, not start shaming other people for not talking to them. That's when it's time for leaders to step up, speak this out and go, yo, this is what they meant. I don't agree with it. And then you can have a conversation, not let our social media presences. Let's face it, everyone on here, no matter if you're big or small, we have a social media presence. We have a responsibility. Some of us had to learn that through experience, like myself. I have a responsibility, what I say online and what I do online. But we have a responsibility to be leaders. And when you have hundreds of thousands of subs and you're attacking somebody, you don't know. It just takes one crazy. Just takes one crazy to go to Tug's house, that umbrella guy's house, and scare the shit out of his family by destroying his mailbox. That's all it takes. That is the problem, and that is why people like Mads, maybe the people like Mads and other people who want to like something and want to get excited for something are afraid to, because I've seen it. When someone comes out and says, I might like this, I want to check this out, well, you've got 100 people ready to come down on them.
Yeah,
and all their groups and all their clients and all their friends to come down. That is one of the problems.
Yes.
And I have fed into that, and I admit that, and that's why I try and curb myself.
Douche.
But understand, when you come around rogues, we accept all opinions. We're not here to shame you. We might be hype. We might give strong opinions. All are welcome.
Yeah,
all of you are welcome.
She's talking about Wonder Woman 84. She just put it in the chat. I thought that movie was terrible, but why would I ever want you to feel bad for liking it? That's just like
I'll debate it. You know what I mean? Make fun of it. And what did you like? Because I couldn't stand that.
But this is the difference. If Mad says I don't want to defend it, I just like it,
right,
I would back the fuck off.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that's the problem with some people in this fandom. They won't. I think that's what you're trying to say, Makani. They won't back the fuck off, and that's wrong. Like if somebody loves something, leave them the fuck alone.
Yeah, preach, brother. People's
he's hammered.
Hey, man, no, it is like I said. You got a lot. There's a lot of hypocrisy in the Fandom Menace. There's a fucking lot. There's a lot of it, and that's why my name down here just says the People's Champ. We took that Fandom Menace part. And we took that right out. I'm just a man of the people. I'm just a man of the people, baby. I ran about Batwoman. I hate watch that show. I hate watch it. I get questions all the time. How can you watch it? I'm like, well, it's something I do. It's something I do for my subscribers. They like to see me bitch about that. I'm never gonna fucking give anybody any shit for something they like. I mean, you can like it. If I don't like it, I'm gonna pick it apart.
Stargirl.
Yeah.
It's so corny, but I fucking love it.
I've heard it's actually decent. That's the thing.
I love it.
I've heard that's decent.
I'm man enough to admit it.
I don't. But I'm not. I'm never gonna come at somebody and be like, "You shouldn't like that." I'll sit back and be like, "That looks like fucking garbage." But I'm not gonna be like, "Hey, it looks like garbage," and fuck you too. By the way, no, that's not how this works. And people don't. I've never wanted to go at anybody like that. I mean, yeah, debate is healthy, discussion is healthy. You can take something apart and look at it, but it's gotta be a mutual debate though. Like attacking people, no. And the whole thing you're talking about with that guy with the helmet and all that. Hey, look, I heard on Reddit that I'm just kidding. I joke. No, really.
No.
It's that situation. Like I said, you talk about leadership in the community. There's no pronounced leadership. You got no pronounced leadership. You have big channels. That doesn't mean they're leaders.
Someone did say they were the leader of that community, and that's when I stepped out.
That's what I'm saying. You know, let you know who.
What the fuck did I miss?
I just look at it like it's
everything, Scott.
I just
everything.
don't pay attention.
It's a rudder. It's kind of like a rudderless ship, and everybody does their own thing. You know, so you have your groups, that work together. You have your cliques and whatnot. Like you said, your different lunch tables. Yep. But there's no the hierarchy is determined by the size of the channel.
Wait a minute, time out. This idea, I guess somebody now claimed they were the runner. I don't know. All I ever remember was it's a loosely based group of people that the idea was you love what you love.
Yep.
And you're allowed to argue about what you want to argue about, and you shouldn't be. People shouldn't.
Well,
come down
some
on
people said that. Some people said that, and I ran with that narrative when I was writing those books. I ran with that. I mean, that was what I believe the core tenets was.
As a
conglomeration, like as taking in all facets and everyone's attitudes and everyone's personalities, because we had different personalities leading this thing. That was my takeaway. Yeah. My takeaway was incorrect. There is a leader. And if there is a leader, if there was a leader cast, if there is a leader clique,
we gotta talk backstage. I don't know who the fuck the leader is.
I'm done. That's not what I'm fighting for.
No,
I'm
I
a
thought
rogue.
we were okay. I'm being honest too. I'm not even trying to play dumb.
No, I understand that. I'm not trying to be hostile. I'm just saying that was that's what I saw. That's what I was told. I heard that.
I don't read any of the Twitter shit. I have a fucking 2 little kids and one on the way, a full-time job where I work 60 hours a week. I don't have time for corny.
No, dig that. That's why you're a rogues, man. That's why we're rogues. This is your alternative here. Guys, this is your alternative here.
Yep.
You want to come here and hang out and talk and give your opinion and be passionate? No bullshit, guys.
This guy has no balls, and we still hang out with him.
We still hang out with him.
Wait, you have no balls.
I have balls. I have them. They don't work.
We still love you.
We all got cliques. We all got lunch tables and everything. I mean, we all have different friends, and that's great. I'm glad, and I'm glad that we do. But if you want to express yourself, if you want to come in the chat, Mad, you're always welcome. Or anybody in this chat, if you like anything, you're welcome to come in. Another problem I saw, because I've actually taken the time to reach out to some of the people who are the villains that we've been told are the villains for several years. I've talked to some non-binary people. I've talked to gender fluid people. I've talked to some trans people. I've talked with that community. And you know what I get a lot from like real deal, just on the street, just regular people? They don't like this garbage either. They don't like the misrepresentation. They're not being shown who they truly are. And that is the true nefarious nature of these creators. They don't care. They're not a part of these communities. They're not a part of these groups. Yeah, there's some out there that are like, they need some help. They need a mental health clinic. But of the people that I've spoken to, none of them were like that. We found common ground. Some of the arguing points that I've heard come from like the SJW-ish community. Yes, I actually had those conversations, had those debates, and walked away with common respect and an understanding that, this isn't about holding anyone down. To them, it's about being recognized or being equal. It's not about forcing representations into people's face. I was talking to a non-binary person that told him I didn't like the word cis. I said, I don't like being referred to that. I ain't cis. I don't know what the hell that means. Like, I'm a straight man. And, this non-binary person said, who's involved in the whole community with all those names, nicknames, or pronouns and shit. And she said, that was a gift. That we were giving you guys a gift. That's all that is from us. We're just giving you your own category. And I was like, well, the way it's represented to me is you're putting me in this as a derogatory term. And they said, no, that's not derogatory. But we're getting told that because of how it is presented by these disingenuous people in the media who just want hate clicks, who just want to make people pissed off. There's a lot of people playing groups against one another, and this is not limited to the SJW community. This is not limited to Hollywood. This is not limited to the Mary Sue and the clickbaits and all those rage. It is happening around us too.
Shit.
Mm-hmm. It is around us too.
I knew some shitty shit was going on. Don't get me wrong.
That's why I'm a rogue, bro. That's rogue entertainment, man. This is where we're good. Everybody here is good. You're welcome here. You're welcome to have a debate here. You're allowed to be who you are here. Yeah. And if I've ever pissed you off or said anything fucked up, please. Yeah, but if I've ever pissed anybody off, come to me, have a conversation.
Yeah, you have.
You might enlighten me. I might be wrong about something. I don't know. I might have seen something wrong.
You're wrong a lot of the times.
Well, hey, Scott, I wanted to just add this on real quick. Here's another thing I want everybody to understand, because I've actually had this discussion with my buddy Mikey back in Trenton, and he was like, why do you get so worked up about these things? Why do you get so upset about them? And you know why? It's because I've invested a lot of not just time over the years, whether it was the TV shows, the comics, and the movies, but it's all the money that I've invested. Even like with these modern interpretations of He-Man with these toys, I have invested a lot of money in this shit. Why? Because I love those franchises that much, and I've loved them since I was a kid. So why shouldn't I get a little bit worked up and heated about it? This is something that I've invested a lot of time in. I've had a lot of passion for it. You're telling me that I shouldn't speak up and I shouldn't say something about, a franchise I'm passionate about? Bullshit.
Right. It's bullshit. They took advantage of us. That's how I see it. Joakim Starks for those Chronos for 20 of them. $20 worth of them. Fuck, what's wrong with me? Spork has balls. He just doesn't use them. Thank you, my friend.
They're useless. Joakim, they're useless though. You know, they don't do anything anymore.
They ring.
Right? What do you do? What kind of sex toys do you use?
Like clip freedom? That. OrdsBored just said Steven is correct.
Ords is my boy. Ords, I missed stream with you guys on Friday. I promise I'm going to catch up with you.
Oh, even another monster. It's weird when Steven is correct. What the fuck is going on?
Quick, somebody make a joke about him fucking a tree.
Yeah,
is there a full moon out there?
There's something fucking wrong. Spork has balls. They don't work. And George R. R. Martin isn't going to fucking asshole.
My stance with this is I became part of this fandom not because of just how bad they're handling like our favorite properties, but how they're treating us, how they're treating the people who are complaining about it, who are saying up in it. They're attacking them. We see this in the comic book industry. We saw this with Lucasfilm. It's just this disdain for the customer, this disdain for the fans.
Right. Fans first.
And that's why I'm saying what I'm saying is that even between, fans and fandoms and such is that, we're seeing disdain. We're seeing that the same disdain that customers, that the people holding these properties were having for us.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
I hear you, Mocking. I'm glad you mentioned that, because here's the thing. A lot of these creators and writers and artists, they want to be exempt from any criticism. They feel like what they do is like God in their own eyes. And the thing is, when people say, "Oh, why do you have such attachment to this fandom?" You ask them, "What are you attached to?" Some people it could be sports. Like we see how people get passionate about sports. It's just that's our thing. You have your thing, and that's fine. When we get passionate, that's just how we talk. It's not, once again, as I said earlier, we hate each other. We're passionate. We are invested emotionally. Yeah, so that's what separates us.
Right. And it's, and then where I take my stand is that it's where the points where it gets bad to the point where if you're somebody who does speak out about it, and then like these people, like they go so far as to make it personal.
Oh, they do.
They'll go to doxing. They'll go to personal attacks.
Yeah.
They'll do all these things. They'll try to get you. They'll try to destroy your career, destroy your life, try to get you to kill yourself.
Yeah, I mean, I'm glad you mentioned it,
because it reminds me
of Meyer. That reminds me of Richard Meyer, because they are saying, "Oh, make your own comic book." What happens when he goes there to try and make his own comic book? You try to cancel him for doing that. So every time you say, "Make your own this," we know they're lying. They don't want you to actually make your own thing. They just want you to take their indoctrination message. We know that they are lying. They don't want you to make your own thing. They're just saying that in hopes that you'll quit, because they're hoping that's what it is. They want compliance.
Right, and
they're like Ursula in The Little Mermaid when they realize Ariel is getting what she wants. Then they come in and sabotage everything.
Yeah, and then your boy Zach, it was the whole going after a specific Marvel editor and basically being doxxed and attacked, mainly because he happened to be at the place where a certain event happened that went down, and he was just happened to be there at the time, and they used that as basically as leverage, use it as
framing device.
As a framing device. And also in the book's case is that when you're somebody who has called out, what they've been doing, and you finally put your money where your mouth is,
Who did
and
this?
actually
Like
put
Steven?
something out.
Steven
No, I'm
likes to
serious.
put
When
his
you
mouth-
put your money,
Oh, yeah.
when you put your money where your mouth is, and you actually put something out, then they can resort to try to get your publishing, to try to get your publishing, get you canceled from your publishing.
Right, but
We
they're
saw
the
that-
progressive.
Sabotage.
And that adds the fuel, mocking what everything you
God,
said
Nick, you
is what
sound
adds
horrible.
the. I'm sorry, and I
That's
am.
awesome.
Everything you mentioned though is what adds the fuel to why we are so much more. What's the word here?
Well, and also-
Hyperactive about this. We're so like
Hyper
we're like, really? You do this to us. We try to actually do our own thing as a response, and rather than just let us be, you try to get rid of us.
Yep.
And it's worse, it is worse in a political standpoint, where if you're representing a personal party or stuff like that, then they will conspire to get you off the platform or do this or that, and it's not a conspiracy. It's straight up,
No, it's not a conspiracy. You're either far left or you're far left. Or to them, if you ain't as left as Bernie Sanders, you're an ultra conservative, right wing, Islamophobism, etc., etc. We've already heard the names. This shit has no power on me anymore.
No, it doesn't.
No.
It's just within our own group, within the people that we've inspired, motivated. The last thing we should be doing is, stooping to their level, being the very thing that we've stood up against.
We shouldn't, but it happens, Mac. It happens.
And sadly, it happens, though.
It happens, dude.
And for that, it's just like I do feel, and for that, and as that, I can probably say I probably feel guilty at that too. It's just like I'm not.
Don't feel guilty.
And I'm gonna try to do, and that's why I try to do better by people I try to understand, and that's why I'm gonna try. That's why I try to be more open-minded and not too much of a jaded, cynical. Right. But here's the other thing. And here's the thing I want to happen.
That was
Here's
a
the other thing I want to happen. Here's the thing I want to say. We look at stuff that has woke angles. That's a turnoff. But the sad reality is, it's becoming the norm.
Well,
And it can come
they're
down
trying to make it the norm.
and no. Let me explain. It can come down to how much of this is ruining it. Like, it's always going to be, it's going to be there.
Right.
But how much is it going to ruin the story?
Well, look
is it
at
going to ruin
Legacy. Look at Jupiter's Legacy. There was a woke aspect to that. There was also like an immigrant aspect to it, and like the immigrant story, even though they weren't, but the immigrant story. But they did it perfect. Like, you can tell a woke story and still make an excellent show or movie.
Yeah, Invincible had some woke elements.
dude.
Like that one girl, okay, like she talked about how there was a social justice program, but she didn't go on lecturing about it. It was just she mentioned it kind of like an in passing statement, and the story carried on. It didn't take away from the story. It just let you know her position, but it was just oh hey look, this is what this class has to offer. And the story carried on. It didn't affect the story.
And the same thing I will add with E-Man. With He-Man in Masters of the Universe, we know that it might be a huge turnoff that Teela is the main character, not He-Man. But I side with Mads and I side with others when I say, let's see how it handled. Let's see how this is handled, because it can still be good though.
But Makini, I get that, but you're look. If I think it's going to suck,
I probably missed the point.
Not miss the point. What I'm saying is, if I think a show is going to suck, this is why I'm on YouTube, to say, I think this is going to suck. But if I'm wrong, I'll admit I'm wrong.
And
but
there's
I'm
nothing
not
wrong
doing
with that.
I'm not doing that to hurt somebody's feelings. And if their feelings get hurt, that's because like they love something like they might feel a different way. That's not me attacking. Now, Mads brought up a certain point in Wonder Woman 84, which, like, I was one of those people that, like, oh my God, did she actually, like, take that guy without his knowledge, like a date rape drug? That doesn't mean, like, she can't watch the, like, that's how I don't understand it. Like,
that's insane. Yeah.
Anybody could watch something like, this is America. This is the way I see it. We have freedom of speech. Don't take anything. Like, I'm not here to be serious.
Don't let it ruin. Don't let how we feel about something. Don't let that ruin your experience.
Absolutely.
That's basically what it's seriously saying.
Yeah. No,
don't let us ruin it for
personally,
you.
Though.
What you should be able to do is you should be able to listen to our perspective, whether you agree with it or not, and take that how you will. You could understand the points we're making, look into it yourself, and then make up that decision for yourself. We're not telling you you have to hate it. I'm telling you, if you don't listen to everything that's going on, that they're saying, you're being fooled by not listening to it, because this is the same type of stuff for a lot of these IPs that the same people didn't like back then, but they didn't read the early warning signs.
And then
that's all it is.
And
the thing is, I've always said that it's like there are people in this community who love The Last Jedi, but yet understand the problems that we have.
There you go, but that's with every fandom.
Every fandom, you're right. Every I remember arguing with the Highlander fandom about different movies, or the Star Trek fandom about other stuff. You're right, I get that. I'm sorry, Scotty. You just, the thing is you're also going to get different perspectives from people who have different personality types. If you like yelling and raging, that's what I do. I like yelling a lot. If you like serious breakdowns of things, you might like another creator. It's just, but you can get those different points of view. But understand, around this house, around these parts, you're allowed to feel how you want to feel. Just understand we have a lot of different. That's why Rogue Entertainment and our friends, our Rogue family, consists of many different personality types, so that we can give you a different perspective on something. And everybody in the chat's welcome, no matter what you like. I mean, come on in, have a conversation, as long as you're not attacking anybody. I don't like The Last Jedi. You call me a bigot. I know where you're coming from the jump. I know your perspective, and you're gonna get what you give. But if you're being respectful, please, guys, always feel like you can come here and speak to any of us.
Hey, Steven, I can give another example of that. I mean, a lot of people just like, I've gotten this one quite a few times, and like, Tommy, do you like anything at all? Because all I hear is how about you hate this and you hate that. Now, one of the shows that came out, and it wasn't all that long ago, was the Netflix version of the Transformers, and there was a lot of people that were hate bashing on that show.
Oh, I liked it.
And they. You know what? And I will put my knowledge of that show. I will put my knowledge of that show and that toy line up against anybody any day of the week if they want to go at it. And I'm not saying that I'm going to maybe know every single thing. Maybe somebody's going to know a few things that I don't know, but I guarantee you I'm going to know just as much as them, maybe even a few things that they don't know. And that series actually did fairly good justice to the Transformers series. And a lot of people were worried that maybe it was going woke because, it was all the, the female talking down the Optimus Prime, or maybe it was too many female bots. I mean, this is the thing though. There was a lot of that in the old Sunbow cartoon. It was just because it was only in a few episodes. Most people probably don't remember it. It wasn't highlighted over and over again. In this series, it was a lot easier to stand out because it was only 6 episodes, and you've seen a lot more of it, the interaction between the two. So, but I caught a lot of flack for that at first because people are like, I don't know how you could like this. And I was like, well, you obviously don't know as much about the lore.
Another problem, Tommy, is that the environment that we kind of come up in as far as YouTube, Fandom Menace environment. There are people who are very static and rigid in their perspective. I mean, rightfully hurt. Everyone's passion is their own experience. And you have people that are very rigid, that are just like, you can't like anything of this. because they're very hurt or they're very critical of it. They don't say you can't, but they're very, very critical of it, very aggressive in the way that they say those things. And there's definitely a line between saying you can't do something, an ultimatum, which is something that a friend should never give another friend. There's a difference between an ultimatum and having a very heated, strong, overbearing passion about something, negative or positive. And we've seen a lot of that come from the fandom menace or the community that we all kind of spawned out of. We're all built different. Some people aren't fighters in the aspect of having a debate. Or some people can't handle negativities. We all are built different. Some of us just can't do it. There's a lot of warriors in this sphere.
Well, some people take a lot personal too.
Some people take a lot personal too, right? A little bit. They need some man pawns, to freshen it up. But look, we're all built differently. And at the end of the day, we should all be able to, as adults, be able to agree or disagree and have a conversation. But I don't think I do not want to, like Scott was saying, I don't want to even give that image that you're not welcome around.
Fuck that.
If you have a different perspective, because that's shutting down all conversation. That's what we were standing up against. That's what I believe we were standing. I believed when I was the fandom menace historian, that's what I believe we were standing up against. And from my perspective and experience, that turned out to be wrong. So I had to step away. But I still hold those values that I started this road with. And I am passionate. I do have that fandom menace kind of rage to me. I do have that powerful perspective. But I will never, ever, ever, ever want anyone not to enjoy something, even though I don't like it. I don't want something. If there was the one thing I want, if I can get to a point, if we can get to a point where Craig has a shit opinion, but what they're doing is good, honors what came before it, I'm fine. Really, you can be a shit person and create something good. Oh my God, we got to
wrap this shit up. It's over midnight here. Jesus, we went for an hour and a half like it was not, or 2.5 hours like it was nothing.
And it is a reminder. I've been here when it was glory hole days, and I've been here when it wasn't. And so, having said that, I want me some glory hole.
Yeah, I think someone started calling them motherfuckers out. He's like, we got to end this shit.
Well, no, I'm just saying we still got 35.
You don't need to call nobody else out. We need to cut this down right now.
We got 35 people still watching, and I'm scared that they're going to be like, okay, I've had enough. Like, leave them with one and more.
All right. Yeah, leave them wanting. Yeah,
they're here for me.
Yeah, fuck
That's
you.
like every single one of Scott's sexual encounters.
Oh, I always. I mean, it's a race. Let me put it this way: it's a race, and I always win.
Just think of it think of it like boxing, man. 3 minutes. That's a heavyweight 1-round bout, and I know motherfuckers got knocked out in the first round.
No, what I'm saying is this: I don't have to last a long. It's a race, and I'm gonna win.
Yes, you are, dude.
Truly, you're the Flash.
Yes,
that first one's slippery.
I'm Usain Bolt in the love-making world. Okay, Mr. Chickle Trunk for $5 Canadian. Something that helped me relax about how humans act is understanding how our brains work. We focus on negative because if we didn't, we'd get eaten.
I'll be always prepared, right? Always on defense. Yeah,
that's true.
Nice, Mr. Chickle Trunk.
And you know what? I'm glad. Look at this. Look, Mads, I'm glad this happened tonight. Because I think we needed to hear that. Like, you are always welcome here, no matter how shitty your takes are.
Matt, you are a rogue family,
goes
babe.
for
Always
everyone.
been fourth wave family. You've always been family. You're always welcome.
And
Thank you for
understand,
being here.
I mean that in the most loving way. That goes for everyone. You are welcome here, no matter how shitty your takes are, because most of my takes are shitty.
Like what you like, hate what you hate.
I
hate Star Wars, but I like money.
You know?
And if Kevin Smith had just said, I hate He-Man, I don't care. I don't care about He-Man. I'm just here to get some money.
Honest.
Be real, man. I mean, just don't. It's whatever.
All right, guys, we're gonna wrap it up. This has been an awesome night, guys. Thank you very much. We're gonna do this again. Actually, next week we will be off because I will be taking my family on vacation.
Nice.
So,
no steamer.
No steamer, and then we'll have Monday.
Rogue
we'll
may
have
run
a
long.
show.
Rogue may run long.
Yeah,
no
you know
Boston
what? Give it all
pancake.
to Makini. Give it all to Makini.
Give him all of it. That's right.
Let him be the dinner that night. All right. Let's do some outros. If you really need to do 7-hour ones about your fucking cartoons, let's go. Tommy. Yeah. Enter the Kraken in my sun-sworn ass.
Whoa.
Just playing.
Listen to this dick.
I love it. Tommy, what's up, man?
Holy shit.
Oh, man, that was a good one, Scott. Holy
Thank
shit.
you.
You are
Thank
good
you.
for at least one good one a night. Hey, everybody, this is Tommy in the Getting Pick Collective. Normally, you could find me talking about toys and older shows, but lately it's been about rants about YouTube and their ridiculousness with their censorship. It's just one of those things that just keep coming around because there are a bunch of damn specious over at YouTube. And you know what? Don't take things personal. It is what it is. You can either agree with us or you can disagree with us. But we can have common ground in our ability to disagree. So remember, never let anybody tell you what you can and can't say, what you should or shouldn't watch, because your silence gives consent, and it may give Steven free room to come in and give you an enema in the middle of the night.
You can't help yourself, can you? You can't help it. You son of a...
All right, thank you, my brother. Next up, we will have the amazing artist, Vinny Art. Tell him what you're working on, Vinny. How much longer? Can people still buy Kraken? The Kraken?
Yes, people can still buy the Kraken. They can still buy Through the Woods, City of Venus. Those ship right away. And check out my YouTube channel, @VinnyArt. And this is the exact reason why I hate fans. It's this stream. The dump, the shit, whatever.
Very soon, every comic sold will come with Tauriel lotion. So we're working on that product right now.
And what happens with
I got lotion for your mom.
Oh, that's hot. what about Red Gaze? What comes with your books? Oh God.
The Sunsworn all gag.
Yeah, a little bit of Walton anal leakage will come. Yeah, check out Sunsworn, subscribe, and all that good stuff.
Read it in the Blue Oyster.
Don't put anything in your ass. Don't let Walton near your ass.
Not near your ass. Walton has some fucked up things with your ass. And guys, thank you to Renegade and Mads and Mads. I'm sorry, Makini. Well, Mads too, but Makini for putting links in and being so supportive in the chat with helping out everybody. Like, just make sure you guys subscribe. That's what I'm trying to say. That's sexy though, Red. That is sexy.
How's this one make you feel?
Red's never on camera because he looks like.
Look how excited he got. Look how excited he got.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. All right. Anything else, my friend? Could they still purchase Sunsworn? Still get it? It's active.
Of course. Yep. Absolutely active. It'll be active for a minute. But yeah, if we get to 250 backers, everybody's going to get a free line art edition as well. So
nice.
Do
it. Didn't I?
Do it.
You did.
Oh, we'll have to talk. All right, Makini 90. That is sexy. And Makini, I love you for who you are and how much you care about everybody.
I try.
I really mean it. I really mean it.
Yeah. Like you said before, I wear my heart in my sleeve.
And that's a good thing. Because you got assholes like us protecting you. That beautiful heart.
Listen,
phalanx.
I try speaking with my I try speaking with my pen. But I realize, these guys. You realize that you guys do want to hear me say stuff. You guys do want to hear me speak.
Yeah,
speak my heart about this, and I always try to be as professional. I always try to be as at least as respectful. But I can't help it sometimes.
Well, sometimes I want you to whisper and not be respectful.
Listen,
shut up.
But listen,
go ahead,
that's not what my channel is.
Right.
What my channel is this. That's what I want to bring. That's what I want to be. I want my channel to be escape, and this is how I show my escapism. This is how I want people to escape into my world. You
want them to masturbate?
If that's what they did, you go, Makini.
He said it didn't matter. Get some Tauriel lotion and check out them.
Shut up, Steven.
This is done. And I will make a video of that Tuesday.
Sorry, Mark.
So I'm starting a new drawing. I'm going to be starting a new drawing tomorrow on Makini Live, and we have a huge Makini Live because we have 2 more artists that I see as close friends, and I'm happy to have on. Hopefully, we can get some more people on. It's going to be a big art stream, and you're going to see a lot of great talent, not just me. people who do more spicier stuff than I do. So check it out, guys.
Is that even possible?
It's possible.
Brutal Morningwood says, I think that I shall never see a poem as lovely as what the fuck is that? That's how sexy them titties and lie and
But you know what? No.
Oh shit.
What the hell? Yeah, what happened, man?
Sanitizer, wash your hands, yep.
Grab your lotion.
Hashtag shut up,
What
Steven.
the hell, Rennie?
Rennie knows.
Rennie is correct.
Thank you, Red.
Yeah.
Thank
It used to be shut up runner, now it's shut up Steven.
Ah!
Here's your sanitizer.
Wow.
I'm doing a whole summer. I'm doing all this for the entire summer. So
all right, dudes, keep it in the pants.
I like that summer right there.
I don't know if I should masturbate or want to eat my Saturday morning cereal.
Guess what? I've had people actually say that about my art, and I've taken that as a compliment.
There you go,
You can do both, yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, I draw one-handed.
Guys,
anyway,
make
guys,
sure
to
subscribe to this man. How far are you from 1,000?
I'm at 581.
Okay,
let's get him to 6. Can we get him to 6,
guys?
guys?
6 going.
Can we please share out links to his channel out on your
get the-
social medias, guys? Please.
Makati, put your link in the post. Everybody
I will.
copy that link, tweet it out, do whatever you got to do. Let's
You
get him to
Facebookers.
600 by tomorrow night. I say 600 by tomorrow night if we can. Let's push this. OrdsBored, you're good at
I will
that type of shit.
celebrate. We will celebrate 600. At 1,000 and monetized, I'm gonna eat Taco Bell. So
There you go.
Yeah.
I like it.
I was high as shit and ate that last night.
Can you eat Taco Bell with Ords on a live stream? Because he does that too.
I know, right? That's what I'm planning to do.
Wow, that's really shitty.
All right, we're going to close it up. Thank you, Makani. Nick McCabe.
You're welcome.
Hi everyone, you can find me at Nick McCabe on YouTube and on Minds. You can also find me on Twitter at Mr. Mooneyblue1. I am most active on Twitter at the moment. You can find me there for some spicy takes and opinions and whatnot. So yeah, subscribe to everyone here as well.
Nick,
Except for
you're
Steven.
such a baby face. Like I would help you shave. Like it's not a gay thing.
That was such a gay thing.
No, it's not. It's just
That was such a gay thing.
No,
It was a gay thing.
You have such a baby face.
Pretty
That
gay.
was gay.
Pretty gay.
Etep, what's that clip? Etep, what's that clip again?
Yeah, eat some-
it's messed up. No, it was a man thing. That's all.
Yeah, that was not a man. Steven, you just kind of.
Yeah.
I just don't even know what to do with you now. I keep letting you back
Put him in the
on.
back. Put him in the back and let him think about what
Oh
he
yeah,
did.
and don't forget to subscribe to my brother Sam McCabe as well.
Yes.
Yeah, twins.
Yeah,
What
twins.
the fuck?
What is fucking wrong with you? You know what? I'm sorry. This
Go get your fucking shine box.
No, this isn't a place where we judge, man. I don't agree with you wanting to bang the McCabe brothers. But Steven, if that's what you're into, whatever.
Wait, the McCabes aren't trees, to the best of my knowledge. I thought they were
Exactly.
safe from his advances.
They inspire
You
wood.
waste their wood.
Nothing is safe.
Did you guys ever see the second Hunger Games where they taught her how to make the tree art? You know, the camouflage. That's what I want the McCabes to do on their dicks.
This is
All right.
Jesus
Jesus
Christ.
Christ.
This is all
Keep
good.
it in your pants.
Yeah, thank
Oh,
you.
well,
That's
listen to
what I
this
was trying
projection.
to say. Okay,
Let Nick
Nick.
say goodbye.
Yeah, Nick, are you done?
Yeah, I'm done.
Yeah, I would be.
Now the
Nick
hippie. Yeah.
Nick
The
Weiser.
other Nick.
Oh shit! This has been one productive son of a bitch of a conversation. Oh, shout out to Soul Assassin. My voice
Yes.
feels slightly better with some cracking in me. Anyways, I'm at 32 flavors of Nick Weiser here on YouTube. This summer I've been covering action movies. This week we did Commando. Next week we're doing Sylvester Stallone's Over the Top. You should check that shit out. We get super toxic on it. It's going to be beautiful. I also like talking pizza, and I also like talking metal as well. So, also, for the potheads out there, 4 subs away to 420.
No.
Just get me there. Take me higher. Like that Creed song. Can you take me higher?
Don't, just stop.
32 flavors of Nick Weiser should be at 32,000 subs. Okay,
I'll
That
get
was
there one
better
day.
than Steven.
32,000 flavors of Nick Weiser.
One day. Thanks to Toxic Man Flu. He's already there. He's already halfway there. He's got 1,500 of the flavors. But thank you. This has been very productive. This has been awesome and a conversation that we all need to have. Thank you, Sporking.
I think Rennie thought you're OrdsBored. You guys kind of look alike.
Well, I am in Illinois as far as I know, like he is.
Oh, back rubs.
Ords is a little fatter.
Oh, Jesus.
He says Ords the fat motherfucker goes over to me like, wait, what?
Yeah, that was fucked up. I had to switch that.
You've been chubby, nice Jewish boy.
Right.
Damn.
Ords is not coming back on the streams.
Next up is the People's Chip E-Tip.
Oh God, I'm Mort Goldman. Please don't hurt me. Ding. I'm Etepo Queen of the Places Be Reviews. We are at 703 subs right now. Woo! I work hard for y'all. Monday night, going in Raw, episode 156 this week. Very special guest. That Umbrella guy is joining myself and Tony Tone Deaf.
Nice.
Monday, Tug be on the show. Tuesday, I'll be over on Steven's. Are we on Drew's Supreme Heretics?
We're going to be on Supreme Heretic. We're going to get that man monetized.
Yes. And oh yeah, shit, I forgot. Batwoman, episode 16 is coming up. I'll have a review for you on Monday. God damn, I'm gonna end up. Fucking help me. There's 3 episodes left. Help me.
Left? Okay.
Caroline Dries, bitch, you will block me, or so help me God.
That'll be the achievement. She'll block you at the season finale.
I apparently I'm not mean enough in my reviews. I need to step my game up. I thought calling her a stupid fucking twat would do it, but apparently it doesn't. But no, so you get that. I got a Galaxy High School review, episode 7, A Tale of Two Simps, coming out tomorrow. We've got a conversation about the season finale of Prodigal Son and if the series is going to move forward with Nano Reaper. We recorded last night. You get your pop culture news videos from me. Going Rogue this Wednesday night.
Behind. Holy
What's going
shit.
on? Going Rogue.
Going Rogue Wednesday night is ladies' night again. I will be joined by Katie, the meteorologist from So Many Random Fandoms. Lola will be on the program. Saggy Melons will be on the program, and Miss Vassy Reviews with her soothing Dorset tones that I keep trying to convince her to do ASMR, but she said she doesn't have the voice for it. I'm like, yes, you do.
Luck
but they're I know they're all going to be on the show.
I've been trying to convince Matt to do ASMR for a long time.
They're all going to be on the show Wednesday night. You get the morning show on this coming Thursday, episode 17. And a lot more. I'm always doing something with this. So after I'm done here, I'm probably gonna edit a video. So it's been nice being back on and actually having my internet working, unlike earlier when I was on for like 2 seconds. So thank you guys, I appreciate it. It's been a great night. The chat is fucking amazing.
Fucking on fire.
And this panel, a chef's kiss, magnifique, man. It's been a great time tonight, gentlemen.
Welcome.
Yes.
And next up, we got the last one, I think, right?
I think I'm the last. Yeah. Thank you guys so much for being here. Please check out all of these excellent channels. You son of a bitch. How am I supposed to be motivational?
Oh, like you haven't fucking said enough tonight.
Thank you guys for being here so much. Thank you to the chat. Hail to you guys. All you all out there that got a YouTube channel. Keep grinding, keep pressing it. Thank you for supporting us. Thank you. If you just hang out and watch our shows and don't comment, you just lurk. Thank you guys very much. We appreciate you. Please check out all the wonderful channels that are on this panel. Great creators. Let's get everybody monetized in this community. That's what I want to do. I want to keep running with the same philosophy that I had when I was your Fandom Menace historian. I'm just not that anymore, but I'm the same guy. I'm Steve Walton, and I want to make sure we all succeed, our voices are heard, and that we all rise together. Hail to the Fandom Collective out there. Thank you to everybody in this community that came together, that shouted out the Fandom Collective to get them monetized, because they deserved it. Hail the Fandom Collective. They are all my friends over there. They work with many of us. ETEP is a Fandom Collective. We brought him in. I mean, I can't say enough good things about Flipped Out, Rookie Critic, and all my friends over there. Thank you guys so much for supporting them. Please, your favorite 2 or 3 YouTube channels, make sure to share out videos, and especially for those independent creators out there, shout out to Katie and Bonds out there. Please share out links for Nerium. Bonds, please share out for Sunsworn, for all of Vinny's projects. Vinny Tartamella, someone who has promoted and completed and shipped so many projects, independent comics in this community. Man, we should all be behind him. That is an example of how you get it done and when you work in this indie sphere. Please do that. Support everybody up here, and fuck Scott. And thank you guys so much for being here. Wash your hands, wash your ass. Be good to each other. Peace.
Wait a minute. Why do I hate you, Ords? I do not hate you. Did I miss something?
Everybody hates you, Scott.
Something?
Everybody
I don't
hates
give a
you.
fuck.
hates you.
None of you people are real through this box.
We're all a figment of Scott's imagination.
Yeah,
You're not even fucking real, man.
Probably in some coma somewhere, and I'm having a nightmare.
Settle down, St. Elmo's
shout
fire.
out real quick, Scott. Let me get back real quick. I'm sorry. There's one more thing.
Jesus
I know you want to
Christ.
get off. Please check out all the Rogue Entertainment shows. I need to start remembering to do this. Please check out on Supreme Heretics channel. We're going to be having Rogue Squadron Tuesday at 6:30 Eastern Standard Time. Check out The Dump on Wednesday, which immediately followed by Going in Rogue on ETEP's channel. Then please check out Rogue Entertainment. It's going to be held either on my channel, McAney's, or Wes Moody. So please be on the lookout for that. Mac's been killing it. Love seeing that. And then we end our week with this show right here, The Dump. Please, thank you guys. We appreciate all the support.
And Sundays, Vinny Art.
Sundays, Vinny Art. Vinny, what time is your show?
9 o'clock.
Sunday at 9 o'clock. You end the weekend with Vinny Art. Check out some wonderful artists promoting some great campaigns. Please support all the independent creators in this community. God damn it. I know I fucked it up. But you had to call me out. Go ahead.
Look, next week, Ords is coming on. I got a picture of him right here.
Yeah,
I'm coming
Ords.
on next week. Be ready, motherfuckers.
That's
All
hippie.
right.
That's hippie on a diet, Ords.
By the way, after the Humpty Dump on Wednesday, join us, me and OrdsBored, for some Fortnite chill and chat.
We got to get some type of schedule up.
We're going to get a schedule. Culture
That's
Casino's
great.
working on that for us rogues. We're going to have.
He's like, drunk, let me
When
in
he
your
gets
house.
back, when he gets back, we all need to get on our emails and get on that our site because we're going to have a schedule for all of our shows
I
so we can
emailed New
inform the
York
audience.
Comic-Con.
So we can inform the
Comic-Con?
audience where the next show is going to
Did
be.
you say Comic-Con?
You are a cock.
Yeah, cock on the
Well,
brain.
you're
don't you?
still
dickhead.
talking about emails. Who
You're one
gives a
big. You
fuck,
got a
dude?
fuck. You're so
Talk
old. You
about
got a
it
fold at the top of
backstage.
your skull.
What a loser. But you know who aren't losers? All my amazing subscribers. I don't think Riff Mangos is on this yet because,
he doesn't like you, Riff.
No,
really. He just wants your money.
I just was on a stream with him when I wasn't paying attention to Rogue Entertainment. It's just that Culture does all of it for me right now, and he's like probably like, I don't know, giving Drunk a pedicure.
He better be getting a piggyback because when I move down there, the first thing I'm doing is jumping on his back. I'm going to get that on video. I'm getting a piggyback from that Sasquatch.
Where are you going to get the step ladder to
I'm going to run and jump. I don't care if I got to
jump on his back, Steven?
He's gonna have those jump trainer shoes, Tommy. Like Kramer wore in Seinfeld. He's gonna have those jump trainer shoes on.
He's going to have the moon shoes.
He's gonna look like Costanza.
I hope Gina's standing next to him too. I'm just getting his ass. Jump on.
She's gonna spin kick you.
Look, and first off, listen. If a woman kicks my ass in defense of Drunk 3PO, I'm good with that. I am good with that. I will hold that over his head for the rest of my life.
That you got your.
You know what, ETEP? That
by a girl.
If she does spin kick him, Drunk will probably bat him back, and they'll be using Walton as a hockey sack.
Put a spork in it, everybody. We're done. Good
done.
night.
Good night.
Change it. Why can't you
Snarf. What?
Hot
Change what?
potatoes.
John Cheetah.
I'm looking over. What is
Lenny
with that
Kravitz.
picture?
Stephen Walton bangs trees. I don't know if we said that tonight or not.
Wash your hands.